awesome.
Oh, showing us. No, I didn't even. So yeah, 3 out of 5 here. So good stuff. BBW Messiah getting this far in the winner's side.
And you especially love to see it being a 3 out of 5 set in this particular match, because they're going to need to reach a little bit deeper into that bag of tricks, find something that they could put on the big stage. Especially, and you know this, especially with Abigail's punish potential. And, you know, I know you could see the lounge chat, Jocks. I know OGYawn saying, please don't use it.
Yeah. That's funny because I do the same stuff all the time. Like I said, very good character. There's not many around the world. There's a few heavy hitters in each country or so, but not huge at a huge level though.
And from what I recall, I believe that Laura struggles a little bit, mostly maybe because of range, damage output. I think BBW Messiah is probably going to use V-Trigger 2 in this matchup.
Yeah, I think V-Trigger 2, that's when about 95% of the Abigail's used for most things. It's easier to use. It's easier to use, and I don't know, to me it's more beginner friendly of a V-Trigger. And a lot of people are pretty used to fighting V-Trigger 1 stuff.
Oh, it's an awesome V-Trigger too. This brings shades of Juggernaut. It's Head Crush in Marvel vs. Capcom.
But you know, it's kind of interesting when I think of this match because Brian F. actually originally used Abigail as his IDOM counter pick. It worked.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You're right about that, Jocks.
It didn't really work out for him so far. I think he's got a game or two off him, but that experiment I don't think it's paid off as well.
One thing BBW Messiah has been able to get a lot of mileage out of is using that V skill 1.
Yeah, that's like that's what the more serious players use is the parry. It's very good. It functions as a lot of different things for.
Yeah, and it can go through a lot of moves. I mean, especially some moves you think would be safe. Nah, he can get a trade-off. So Yawn trying to use the clap. Gonna stay in front, stay in back. Medium elbow, go straight for the mix-up. Good block on the overhead, though. Messiah's gonna activate that V-Trigger, too.
It gets a good setup here. Nope.
Oh, got the counter hit.
Oh, you just happen to press a button. That's a guessing game, too. Anytime he cancels into the V-Trigger to the Nitro Charge run thing, Nitro Crash, that's actually like a guessing game in itself right there.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree.
Shades of IDOM waking up 3 frames.
Beautiful. Crispy.
Jeez, Messiah with the blocks here.
Yeah, you know, it kind of reminds me of Abel in Street Fighter 4 with the step kick shenanigans into that low short step kick dash in low short. Oh, BBW Messiah with that big daddy damage, but OGYawn not afraid to hit buttons on wake up, sir. What a block though on that fake cross up. EX Sunset Wheel.
It's hard to react to, I think.
Very hard to react to, especially in that situation. It was one of those out of nowhere things. And BBW Messiah is like, I will take the trade, you will take that L.
BBW Messiah looking at Laura saying, you are not thick enough for me, you are going down.
Oh, indeed. Gonna need to really get some more of that to come back in a 3 out of 5 set. 1 second, I'm grabbing water.
Okay. So yeah, things have been working for BBW Messiah. He's been getting a lot of the things that he's been wanting has been working out for him so far. In this matchup, he has to kind of play the keep away game. Laura wants to get in, and he has the buttons to keep her out. Oop, okay. He has much advantage as he used to anymore. Meaty. Abigail actually used to get tremendous Oki off the run grab. I think he used to get meaty command grab, which is really damn good in this game.
Man, that running jump is interrupting so much. And then BBW Messiah reminding OGYawn, you gotta respect that grab too.
You go for the hard read of him picking up buttons there, it didn't work out.
Yeah, and being unable to punish a lot of these moves is hindering a lot of OGYawn's offense. That activation is not gonna bail him out of that one.
Yeah, that kind of a tough situation for Yawn as he activated, just, you know, seeing his own gravestone being built there.
That's right. And can Messiah push it closer? Get into a 2-0 situation. OGYawn responding, confirming off of the medium elbow.
Oh no, cancel!
Really try to get that sunset wheel in the next.
In fact, when Abigail actually lands crouching fierce uncancelled, it's still punishable on hit.
Oh yeah. That is definitely true.
And that's kind of a weird thing that you rarely see it happen. Mistakes, but getting away with it.
Yawn's got the offense.
No challenges there.
No, great blocking. And then it leads to a punish. He's going to lead to that V-Trigger 2 activation.
And actually, it's in range for that.
It's in range, and it will hurt. It'll kill. Got him.
That's a huge. You know, it's so weird now that Abigail going for EX command grab is kind of a really big risk because the range is so terrible. But you know, Messiah there on the max range, still working.
But Messiah had that awareness to know that within that range, I could get enough to get the kill with that health. And if you're not aware of being able to have that potential, sometimes you may take your eyes off the ball, off of that life bar. Good awareness by BW Messiah to earn that 2-0 lead. He starts it off with a great lift hunt.
Really good buffer too, because even though if it's unblocked, the move is safe and plus unblock actually. Approach elbow.
Nothing, man.
If you're not ready for the run throw, you'll definitely get grabbed.
Oh, all the time. Messiah's going to make sure you better respect. We saw Messiah earlier winning entire rounds by getting that running punch.
Oh, good damage. Trade. Jump in there. Punishable, yes.
Oh, there goes that V-Trigger. This time another great block. Yeah, Messiah not falling for any of that mix. Breaking up all that racket.
Oh, and respected on the airball and just OGYawn, I think, taking his first round of the set.
Yeah, that was really good offense there. He needs another one. Push this into 2-0. That super's gonna. Oh no, it's gonna hit. Wow, yeah, we saw him do that last week. It's such a jank hit like Link, but wow.
Yeah, stand medium punch is like plus a lot, and also his super is very, very fast. Great awareness there by Messiah using the medium. Oh, not a cancel. It's an actual Link.
And the stand throw to get the perfect. No need for the big damage there. Messiah putting the P on the board, and will he get the chat shouting F to OGYawn to pay respects as he advances further into the top 8?
I think the main thing is that OGYawn ain't thick enough for Messiah. Is the BBW Messiah after all? Savior to the thickness.
He's getting those run throws on points. Gets the cross up. That makes you say he is a cross up.
Oh.
V-scale counter. Using that like he's Kolin. That's going to be a stun. Oh no, it's not. Wow. So close. What a response from Yawn.
He tried to go for that about a game ago, you know, dash up like on his wake up to parry the stand jab. There. Oh, he tried to jump.
Oh, it's the V reversal. And it's crazy watching Abigail.
It's actually kind of a, for lore to charge your fireball in front of Abigail, it's actually a huge risk because he can just crouching fierce that. It's a good trade. Oh no, he tried to get the trade.
No trade. Yeah, he tried to go earlier how we got it, but gets the double axe handle to ground and pound his way further into the top 8.
Great job there. Giant flip wins the set.
That was incredibly decisive. Like
so,
what a heads
Messiah is going to be moving into winners finals. It looks like facing the winner of LudThinks versus the FFV.
Yeah, and that's going to be another 3 out of 5 set that we're going to come back to you and bring at you. But in the meantime, let's give a shout out to our sponsor. So, yeah, shout out to our sponsors, people that make it happen, man. We love you here at the Casa, the FGC. And shout out to Team Spooky. You the man. Much love to you, man. Get on that Ronin Rumble calendar as well. Got Grand Blue coming out tomorrow. You know. Shout outs, and also special shout outs to our friends over at Transitional Combat. Loving what they're doing. I've got entered in that bracket earlier to show my support. Shout outs to Amanda. Shout outs to the people out there doing stuff we appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to hit up the match arena, my fools. Give more of these players paid. Show some respect up. You know, show some love. That come out here and give you guys the finest entertainment out here in quarantine. You know, get on that match arena.
Free money is free money.
We're gonna send out a link. Click out there and show some. And also coming soon, you know, get on that Patreon. You know, because I heard there's gonna be a roast of David Bunch out here. I'm ready. I know y'all been talking shit. I know y'all got some great stuff to say about Bunch. So, you know, bring it out. Get on that Patreon. But here we got LudThinks versus DapVip. And then on the other side of the top 8, we got Andalaaa versus ZonkMuscle. So another Kolin versus Cody matchup.
That's a check down there.
And JCaesarII in top 8 against ExceedDayz. Florida boys.
I think that's the qualifier. Oh, that is top 8, right?
Yeah.
JCaesar. Wait. Does that say JCaesar took it over Spaceboy?
JCaesar beat Spaceboy? What?
Real?
The Florida Ryu? My man JCaesar?
Sick. I would say, you know, Spaceboy trying to fight himself to get into that U.S. top 10. He's been beating a lot of big names lately.
Oh, he's been putting in work. He did an amazing performance in the NLBC tournament, and he's been a mainstay in the Reddit tournament. He's absolutely done an incredible job. But JCaesar, man, yo, I'm proud of that.
Man,
you know, in Florida, you know, go by some upsets that we get. You know, everybody brings up my upsets. You know. But I'm a fan. We know that.
Oh, so who?
Hey, man, don't forget Team Chris. He died. Yeah. So DapVip puts one up on the board, able to close out that defense. What were you saying, Jocks?
Oh, the team. What do you think of this match? Cammy versus Menat.
Oh man, I feel like Cammy has so many, and that dive kick could really close the distance to get past that orb. Especially if you could bait something to get around one of Menat's overreactions and catch her in recovery. Because I think one of the most powerful things tools to have in Street Fighter V, particularly against defensive characters, is the ability to disguise your jump up. And do that with the dive kick pressure, some hooligan pressure, Zeme in there. But that's good blocking from Blood. But I'm actually a bigger fan of Chun-Li in this. I think Chun-Li does great again. I think even at Cammy's of the matchup season 2, I thought Chun-Li and Cammy was still not a bad matchup. And DapVip gets one on the board. I'm pretty sure this is a kill. They're not allowed to game skill. Oh no! Wow, I'm wrong.
A little bit on the table.
Yeah, quite a bit. A few more than just a few pixels. I'd say that.
Take that. Oh.
Yeah, but still not within range where the super will get the kill. Now he is. And then using those plus frames, all I need is one low short. DapVip takes one on the board.
So you think we're going to see the change to Chun-Li?
I don't know. I mean, I think Chun-Li does better in this. I honestly do. I think because it's just the defense is better, and I think it's more rewarding. Basically, like Chun-Li is more rewarding. But that V trigger is that V trigger, and I could be wrong. I mean, Blood is incredible with both characters.
I mean, it's 3 out of 5, so you definitely have a game to go, you know, mess with the character. But you know, Lud, putting some confidence into his Menat, that's what you need.
Yeah, but as the court record will show, DapVip has been committing murder this season. He's been able to close the distance, pushing Lud into the corner there. And it's really, really dangerous when Menat is in the corner and doesn't have V trigger or a full meter. That's a bad place to be.
Yeah.
But Lud's neutral, responding well. Very well. Oh, but just throw that random drill out there. I don't care if it doesn't hit.
Underscore special right there.
And I miss when the spiral arrow used to hit low. It was basically a glorified sweep.
Jeez.
jumping over that orb.
Oh, nice check. Yeah, geez, what a check by Lud.
Yeah, what a challenge, especially since the last round he lost that V-trigger dive kick going in that direction. That time it favored Lud. Lud using the 3-frame button to that stand short.
Because that V-trigger dive kick is actually like plus a lot, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is a brain dead miss. Sometimes it's a matter of how much the opponent wants to take the throw.
Risky challenge worked out great.
Great anti-air with that back roundhouse.
Yo! I don't realize what voice the tournament streams use now. I was like, you using the Japanese sounds.
Oh, step back, stand fierce. That VIP. Oh, he could have. Oh, he's coming close to closing it out. But
oh, there's gonna be good damage.
Oh, but I think he wants to save that meter for the next round. But what a drop by Lud. Oh, that could really cost him.
If Dafip wants it, he can be safe and secure with a chip out.
Yeah, I think he wants to advance to the next round with that meter.
I know. Probably gonna use these 2 dive kicks into that doesn't work.
Oh, I think he tried to DP that. Oh, he could have punished that. He could have punished the whip reflect. Lud will make the man pay and even it up.
That's the second time tonight that we've seen Lud block a jump in, or in this case, a dive kick, and then reversal with super.
Lud going the extra mile there, discovering his inner 5th element.
His inner 5th element. Yeah, Lud, you know, letting the world know is Menat is not free. Got him up here this far in bracket for a reason.
No, Menat has never been free. I mean, you know, got some nerves. But definitely a problem.
I remember when V-Trigger 1 was 2 bars?
Oh, don't do that. Why you gotta come out here bringing all that bad energy in? How about Street Fighter V and a harsh pass? Oh, like the double low strong with the counter hit. Counter hit stand short into the jab confirm. Cammy players love that. Oh, he wishes he was able to get that meter build earlier, but the step back stand fierce. Def Vip, what a response.
Yeah, that was the first time I've seen a really good shimmy from him tonight. You know, very good, strong shimmy character, but really good, you know, good choice by Def Vip, obviously, because it worked out.
Oh, man.
Interesting part.
I think he tried to do the spiral arrow to float over. Oh, that'll punish.
And also, I was actually about to say that stand medium punch with the orb is actually really minus by Menat.
Oh, indeed. And Dap Vip had that awareness to punish that.
Forgot, there's a certain character that can punish that at any range. I think it's Balrog.
Oh, perhaps, yeah. Yeah, I can see it. But Lud's got a life lead, and he's got meter.
Ooh, this could be it? Yes.
Yes, it will. He's going to spend that cash and even it up 1-1. Winner of this will take a 2-1 advantage in this first 2-3 set. And up on deck, man. Don't go anywhere. Well, yeah, don't go anywhere, man. Don't touch that dial. Coming up next, we got Andalaaa versus ZonkMuscle. JCaesarII versus ExceedDayz.
As a boomer, I'm actually still offended that she took the toilet paper, which was an essential item, limit 1 per customer.
Are they still doing that? That 1 per customer?
Some places, yeah.
I mean, I've seen it back on the shelf recently. But I don't know, man. Especially with the second wave, maybe better.
How can there be a second wave if it doesn't exist at all? Boomer thoughts.
Oh, big pandemic energy. What a juggle with that toward roundhouse.
Oh no,
Hey.
it didn't punish the reversal.
Hey, don't blame us. We're from Florida. We don't know.
I haven't seen Plandemic, I just heard about it. I think it's one of those things I don't even need to see what's going on.
I'm sure it's in my Twitter mention. I'm trying to go air to air. That failed.
Air to air again.
Yeah, it's just messy. It's like that. Ooh, EX Hooligan. That plus damage. That looked like the ending of the Man Show with the girls jumping on the train. No, that's a boomerang. Okay.
I mean, Man Show, that's so early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. I love that show. Oh, missing the dive kick. Definitely wishes he could make him pay a little stronger. EX Hooligan, that slide is plus, I believe. 10 seconds.
Keep jumping.
The clock is on Deathvip's side. So he's just going to run away.
No, Deathvip had a very risky jump in.
Time over.
He tacked too. I mean, if he would have dashed up meaty. I don't think he would have had enough on the clock, though, to get it. Deathvip, by a matter of seconds, going up 2-1.
You're very, very strong here. I think with the most boomer of ways, not to overuse that term, but time out there. Good stuff. I definitely think that we're going to see the here, don't you think, Team Chris?
Yeah, but Deathvip left the lobby.
Oh.
Oh, I think it was a 2 out of 3 set.
Or he thought it was. I think he thought it was.
Yeah, I believe 2-1.
He's like, you're so free. I don't even need to play the last game. Ouch. There he goes.
Okay, he's back. I was gonna say, I was checking through my notes. I was like, this is a 3 out of 5 set? You know, I got to manage my expectations.
I mean, I've heard of like using character select as like a timeout, but leaving the lobby, that's real tech right there.
Oh, that's the other level. Maybe he needed to wash his hands. Maybe he needed to check something. We don't know, folks. But either way, he's back, and we're glad to have him back. Not switching characters. Pretty sure he's gonna stick with Cammy. Only in Marvel he plays Iron Man. I respect that, but
no,
you don't see too many Tony Starks. I got a big respect. Yeah, and I think last week he dropped out of a Marvel to compete with us here at Casa.
Oh.
We definitely appreciate the hell out of it.
That's saying something.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Well, let's see if he can get that energy. Is Lud still going to rock Fifth Element outfit? Mila Jovovich. No, changing it up. I like that jade color. It's tight.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so one thing is that the player 1 side and the player 2 side is switched.
What? I don't think I've seen this costume being used before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Look at them wings.
It is dope. It looks like something out of like a 1920s, like with like you got like the 30 girls in the pool and they're like swinging their legs in synchronized dance.
No, there's you know, as Lud gets his thumb there, there's actually an Amazon Prime show that the characters have wings like that. Name, Orlando Bloom starring in it. Oh shoot.
I don't know, but it definitely looks like the wings of a palmetto. You know, those roaches that can fly?
Oh my gosh, no.
If you think roaches can't fly, good. Just you hope you never, ever see a roach that flies. But those wings are very similar to the one up. You know what they say, everyone's gangster till the roach starts.
Huh. Oh, it's called Carnival Road. Yeah. It looks like a character from Carnival Road. That's it.
Ah, interesting.
Thanks, Throwaway. It's pretty decent series.
Lud's got a full meter there. Gets a dash up throw. That Vip has got a 2-bar V trigger. Lud's gonna... No, not happening.
Oh! Up the combo! Oh, this is looking pretty good for Lud. Trying to play his defensive game.
Yeah, but it was only a matter of time before that Vip would activate, but he exhausted it. Good block by Lud with twitching sides. Not happening. I don't want any of that.
Caught the jump back, interestingly.
Oh, hits with the second hit of the overhead and was able to dash up after that and get 3 hits of combo.
That's cheap.
Mad cheap.
No, she kind. Then Menat kind of needs that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Menat does. I mean, like, all about having that offense, setting up, you know, playing some very strong neutral, but then when she's got it on, she can just close it out, just like beautiful thing. Ties it up 2-2. Winner takes all in this fight. It looks like Dap Vip. It looks like he needs to get more of his offense in the lobby here. We saw him off to a great start earlier.
I like the set though. Going to the full game, more games is good.
More games is. Let's say no to more Street Fighter. Ooh, almost punished that missed anti-air. That was close. Because you get punished all the time for missing Street Fighter.
Oh,
the worst thing you could do is the wrong answer. It's better than no answer.
Exactly. Very rarely see
that dash.
happen.
Checking the dash.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, throwing out that drill. Deathvip has been able to hit them all. And then look at that jump in combo. Real close to the kill there. Put him in a match point situation. Alright, can Lud turn the tide here? Great V reversal by Dap Vip. Gonna use the space of the screen there. Oh, this is. Yeah. Wow. Now, did Lud need to use the super? Did he use the finish it into the EX throw?
Oh, he could have saved it, but I think he just wanted the easier way.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I would have done
like
the same thing.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. You don't want to give someone that kind of, you know, that you don't want to give someone, especially when that pixel has a V trigger attached to it. You don't want to. It's like handing someone one of those dollar coins you get on the train with, and then it's wrapped up in like Andrew Jackson.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
You know, it just leads to bigger damage. Oh, using that V skill too that everybody talks about no one using. Yeah, Vip, better late than never. He could tie it up here. Oh, the air throw, it's so sexy. Combos into that. I love that they put that in the
Yeah.
Especially like Cammy just standing up on them like, this is who I am. Yes, queen. I love cats.
First time I've seen that used in a tournament, actually.
Yep. Just so you guys know, Cammy's one of those type of girls who lives with a lot of cats.
So, Baseball Super asks, has there been any Ryu on stream yet? No, but there will be one, I think, in the next set or so.
Yes, not only is that, but we will also have biased Florida commentary. It'll be amazing. Oh, that V-Skill 2 again in the corner. You know, Jocks, excellent low crush. So if you're out there trying to throw some of those low attacks, get some trades, not happening. It all comes down to this, folks. This is the final fight here. Dap Vip's got a full meter, though. And Lud has the life lead just escaped the corner.
There we go.
Yeah, Dap Vip's feeling that big drill baby drill energy.
Welcome. What attack.
Confirming that low forward. Coming close to the lead. They're both about even now.
God.
Oh, waiting to use that V reversal just at the right time to reverse that corner pressure. Oh, he hits the lowest, deepest dive kick I've ever seen. Confirms off of those jabs, and Dap Vip will be moving on. What an effort from LudThinks. What a battle. But that offense was just too good. Those random drills, those hooligans, especially that hooligan throw. I really got to give some credit for that. What a win by Dap Vip.
Yeah, and you know, there was really good defense on both sides, you know, the blocking. Like,
absolutely,
when you hit that low dive kick and it turned into the air juggle, like, I thought I would have got hit by the mix of the. I thought there was a cross under, but really good blocks overall by both guys. Really good set. For sure, for sure. So, yeah, we have JCaesarII going up against ExceedDayz. That's going to be no. Sorry, I think our next one is actually in queue. We have Andalaaa versus ZonkMuscle. So that's going to be Kolin versus Cody. We got some rare matches coming up, but. You know, and Pete, I know you're asking about having some Ryu matches because we had a ton of Ryu matches at last week. We had, what was it, Del's on Fire? Did an amazing job. Saw Marvisto, right?
Marvisto and Del's on Fire. Yeah, both of them, I believe, made it into the top 4. So we had a lot of Ryu going on. Don't think we got a chance to see Mirror, but it definitely was in full representation. I know a lot of people want to see Ryu back in the top 8 of the CPT. big subject we all talk about. But yeah, coming up now we got Andalaaa making it back on the playing pretty damn good Street Fighter with Kolin. Earlier we saw Andalaaa defeating Moons' Cody, and then likewise ZonkMuscle also later on defeating Moon Dictator.
So yeah, interesting set. I don't know who wins this matchup. Like I said, they both have good tools to fight each other. So I would just say I always just go with the easy 5-5 guess.
They both do, and Andalaaa did a great job of getting a lot of mileage out of shimmy. And a lot of shimmies on the plate, and that's how I was able to overcome that previous challenge from Moons. But we'll see how ZonkMuscle adapts to it, plays a little bit of a different style. And, you know, I like the pressure ZonkMuscle brings. The kind of offense that could create some good Okazeme situations.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andalaaa is going to be using the V prefers the cube dice over the crushed. I agree with, you know, I'm that type. Crushed dice is...
You know, despite living in a hot state, I actually rarely use ice.
Really? Like, for nothing?
No, I mean, of course, if I want to cool something off, but like, I actually rarely use ice in my drinks unless it's like, unless I go to like fast food and it's around there.
No, I see, yeah. Because usually, you know, you get the drinks cold to it. Could be one of those things. Who knows?
Speaking of cold, Kolin on the screen here. You're gonna see a lot of ice. You're gonna see a lot of rocks.
It's gonna have more
Rocks?
ice than... Yeah, not only that, but more ice than a Robert Van Winkle. Man, that jumping roundhouse. Looks like it was gonna cross up. Stays in front, and we see that shimmy again. Andalaaa again. Whiffing on that throw. Oh, that's the overhead.
Okay, now I am synced up. 70 seconds left. Jeez, that took a long time. Okay.
Oh, again, hitting those overhead. And then the stand short's really problematic here. Man, dash into the low forward. One of the best low forwards of the... Especially when you exhaust on V-Trigger, get in that business. There we go, there we go.
And it's +1 on block. It's not cancelable, but it's +1 on block. With buns, this definitely looks like a bunch of Americans playing according to Twitter.
Yeah, you are seeing a lot of stand roundhouse being thrown around all over the place. Andalaaa getting a lot of them. And then going with the low strong after that overhead. Oh, there goes that ice baby. ZonkMuscle thought he could escape there. Gonna get the side switch into that command grab.
I guess.
Andalaaa delaying the recovery to not get those stone shenanigans. But again, takes the throw.
Oh, did he get the link? No!
With that low jab just in the right place. And Andalaaa going up 1-0 here. First set.
I wonder if he actually could have linked counter hit medium kick into the critical art. I'm not sure though.
It could have, yeah.
That's hard. You have to really look for that. Andalaaa up 1. 3 out of 5. Team Chris, what are some things you think ZonkMuscle needs to do to possibly try to catch up?
Just find a way to get in, punish, like, because Andalaa's throwing a lot of things out there offensively. Really going to that shimmy, trying to get that huge, massive payoff. You just wanted to know. I mean, you just want to take away Kolin and get damage. Kind of like clipping her wings, just make her work. You know? She's going to need to bring a whole glacier full of that ice to really make it count. And good anti-airing. Anti-airing definitely makes a hell of a difference. Oh, trying to get that side switch there.
Oh no, it's
but that Zonk, so clean. But there goes that projectile invincibility with that EX dash.
Well, actually could have reversaled the X counter there, but not fast enough in thinking there.
That micro walk pressure, 2 low shorts into that low forward. The low forward that you think looks like a sweep. All the more hilarious.
And I like the contents of Cody using at least a $500 looking suit to go into battle with it.
Yeah, ZonkMuscle's been doing a lot of work with that low fierce. Crushed it. He got a lot out of it. We saw that in the previous rounds. Gonna connect into that final fight comp.
I like what they did with Cody. I like what Capcom did with Cody here. They really changed it up, taking a lot of final fight elements back to the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they give you options to dress them up and a whole bunch of different styles you want to do. ZonkMuscle definitely feeling free. Freedom to establish his power, going from mayor to the path of dictatorship, even it up 1-1 in this first. Yeah, we'll see what adaptations happen. They're both holding on characters. I think they're pretty good. And just so you know, the winner of the match, loser's bout here, is going to go and face off against OGYawn's Laura, who we saw earlier fighting it.
OGYawn, very strong competitor, but I'm sure I wonder who he's rooting for. Which of these characters he'd want to face more than the other?
I don't know, but you got to face everybody. No, what a whiff punish though, in that combo.
This should kill. This jumping combo. Okay, maybe.
Oh, that damage scale too high. The ruffian kick, just not rough enough.
Airballs are gonna be very risky by Cody.
Oh, what a crush counter there with that stand fierce. Gets it into that throw. Kolin gets very scary in these situations. I know there's a lot of cries. There's a lot of cries to nerf her on Twitter.
A lot of hashtag nerf Kolin.
Man, you know I don't take them serious.
That jump roundhouse so good. Still good.
Stare down. A pair of crush counters with that stand fierce. That is more often than not a recipe for absolute disaster when that happens in Kolin.
Those frames.
Like, not just a recipe for disaster, like a poorly executed recipe for disaster. One that Gordon Ramsay would make an entire episode. You know, they're definitely clipping that.
He's backdashing the corner, risky option, but it worked out for Andalaaa. I guess. Correctly.
Going for that shimmy. ZonkMuscle not biting it. But now he's feeling the chill. And because of that, that low forward into the cube dice, it didn't connect earlier. It did connect now, making it count. Andalaaa evens it up. Both players have one fight, one round apiece.
That's probably like the 15th shimmy attempt for Andalaaa tonight, and it worked out again.
Man, I've lost count. And ZonkMuscle again with all of those meaties. That paleo diet, just too much from Andalaaa. I cannot stomach this. None of this. I'm feeling like Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Why did I eat that? Oh, the perfect.
And Andalaaa with a taste of his own medicine there.
Cody wins.
It always makes you feel like an idiot whenever you get hit by the shimmy that involves a backdash.
Oh, yeah.
Forward dash, backdash. I mean, man, you feel like an Nimrod getting hit by that.
No, of course.
There.
And you can feel the empty of when you see your button come out and whiff.
Round one.
It's just you just feel like just all the shadows of your heart just darkening. Happen. It's like you truly start to wonder the nature of your character. And if it's okay to have a Taco Bell within 2 miles that is open till 4 a.m. Is this a good thing to have? Because there's
Taco Bell's always a good thing.
A mile in the other direction.
Oh, that's an even better choice.
And they are 24 hours even. ZonkMuscle, though, with the wall bounce off that EX Zonk happening, going to cancel the final fight combo into that plumbing right there, and he is going to show him why that pipe is essential business. Boom!
Oh, that damage!
Oh, that's a whole bottle of Drano to swallow. Match point. ZonkMuscle on a roll here. How will Andalaaa respond? Are the ice caps melting, Jocks? Are we releasing the inner secret chemtrails?
As I'm living in Florida, I see the water line rising Yard? Yeah, the ice caps are melting. The corner you go. How is Zonk going to keep Andalaaa in the corner? No, he's not!
No, not in the corner at all. You know Kolin is a huge globalist. Gonna be thinking about some of that big damage. What an anti-air by the mare. Makes a low forward into the rock shenanigans. Activation not happening. I know my geology. And that V-Trigger 2 goes right through it.
Oof. Jumps by ZonkMuscle have been really good timing on his part.
They have.
Even if nothing happens.
Oh, could have got a jump there, but instead got a blocked ruffian. How you like that?
Oh, that kills!
Yes, it does. Spends 2 bars of the cash to get that essential business, hoping to extend this tournament life. Just another fight, folks.
Could you be a globalist and a flat earther at the same time?
Yeah, I think it's possible. You know, I think it's doable.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't know what the Crush Counter Staffy was going for there, but it was kind of worked. Oh no! Just too early in the buffer. Well, okay. I said ZonkMuscle of Zonk, just enough.
Oh, but that ice able to activate it. So you're trading with that V-Trigger, and that V-Trigger will not go. It's an essential business. It's gonna stay open.
Lowe's and Home Depot is essential business for sure. Okay.
Yeah, got the hardware aisle, got the plumbing aisle too.
Dangerous part is Andalaaa. Oh, never mind.
What
I
a
was gonna say
response!
I was gonna say Andalaaa had full resources, but it doesn't matter when you're life pro.
Checking the dash, getting the job done. My man, ZonkMuscle, winning it 3-1.
Yeah, and that was a mostly convincing set in my opinion. So good stuff. The winner of that gonna face OGYawn.
OGYawn, and that's going to be very interesting to see what Laura can do. Going up against ZonkMuscle, but what an effort. Getting Cody very far. Right. Got all that. And who knows, we could see more Final Fight characters coming in the upcoming Season 5. Or rather, this is Season 5. This is Season V. Hey.
Season V.
Coming up next, coming your way, we've got a match you want to definitely check out. It's going to be JCaesarII against ExceedDayz. I don't know who ExceedDayz means. But
Interesting thing. Caesar actually beat both Tanachi and Space Boy. So like 2 huge upsets there for Caesar.
yeah, beating a Bison and a Sakura.
But yeah,
Looking
2
like
top
the,
level players too.
Looking like the Street Fighter Alpha. But yeah, good on him making the top 8.
Baseball Super, if you're still in the chat, there's going to be some probably Ryu play.
Yep, and coming up sooner rather than later. And the winner of this match will go further on in the bracket on Lud.
No thanks. I'd rather not face Lud myself.
Oh no. Yeah, and Lud's doing all that work with Menat.
Yeah, very little Chun action, but ooh, okay, another Bison. Assumingly so.
Assuming, but you know, I hate to judge people based on the cover of their lounge title.
the judging them by the cover of their lounge, I like it.
Yeah, you never know, man. Back in Street Fighter 4, we used to always have like icons, which had like little characters represented of them. People would kick me out of the lobby. That scarf out of here! I want to throw some fireballs. You know, and then you know, voice chat's active. Definitely, they said the N-word a few.
Jeez, it's actually kind of nice not having voice chat.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
I know. It's funny because I hear like in one of the group chats like they're talking about MK11 and they're like, dude, the people in these voice chats are kind of ridiculous.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, from time to time I'll go and play Street Fighter, and I'll have that voice chat activated. And, oh my. I'm used to it though, man. It's the rule of the internet. This shit, you better be ready to.
There is JC.
Yeah, I mean, is he? He might be stunting and partying too loud, man, making the top 8 here at Casa. I'm known, son.
I mean, to get top 8 at Casa is always definitely an achievement of sorts because good people to get here.
Hey, I'm happy for the dude doing work, you know. Yeah, I think he's made the top 8 before in the, as far as online tournaments go and Reddit. Also, the JCaesarII online tournament. So that definitely we're waiting on. And that's the thing. We get all these reuse in top 8 and make us probably doing some DPs underneath the waterfall. Ceremony means nothing. Battle is everything.
Battle is everything.
That was the Street Fighter 2 ending. I always love it.
Yeah, so you know we were talking about shows earlier. So you said Watchmen. Oh.
Yeah, Watchmen's great. You know, Watchmen is great. I like it more than the movie. Not only that, but like I was work for the senior lady. She's writing a book and that is one of the side gigs. And she said she really liked the show, and like we were talking more, and then she didn't know that the Tulsa riot actually happened. Like the riot in the beginning of the show was real. It happened, and we're about to celebrate the anniversary of that. So, but it was crazy. Her jaw dropped open. She's like, that really happened?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I know. It's in history. It's recorded. It's there. There's images. Like HBO is making that shit up. Like,
it's kind of an interesting time right now because a lot of things are getting revealed to like how the institutionalized racism is.
Yeah, this lady knew her history too. Like, she like wasn't like a lady who doesn't know facts, or, like well read on like the history of shit and you know civil rights and all that stuff. But even her jaw dropped. She was like, "It was real?" I'm like,
dude, have you seen the thing about the map? They used to have back in the day.
No, I haven't.
So there's like a map that you know it used to be in it's like you could buy and all that.
Yeah.
I'm actually inviting Caesar real quick just to help out, and I'll have to send it to you. And apparently, basically, it turns out that the map basically made America look bigger than it really is to let to make people think that America's the biggest SOB in the world and all that when it really wasn't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think I found Caesar.
Well, I think we found Caesar.
Yeah.
Hail Caesar. You know, that was exactly the premise of the movie. Cody goes to missing. Hey, there he is.
Okay, just came back for Q. Oh, Mr. Dark Eyes, I see you in chat.
Oh, shout out to Dark. Good.
I actually posted in the Orlando chat. I was like, guys, Caesar is on stream.
Oh man, shout outs to the Florida boys checking it out. Well, going up against ExceedDayz, who's been waiting in the lobby for quite some time, but he's patient, as is a great dictator. That's the path towards dictatorship, and it's all happening.
And we're the great dictators. I mean, as if there's such a thing, we're the dictators in history, patient people.
We don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, some of them might be. Some of them might not be.
I mean, I guess you don't get to conquer land overnight, so you do have to have some
It's a
patience.
huge sample space with a lot of different cultural elements. And, it's like some birdies like to dolphin dive, other people like to throw the chain around.
You're right.
It's a dictatorship involves many different approaches, and we are hopefully going to see some of that from ExceedDayz going up against JCaesarII _PC. The man switched to the PC and ranked up to gold. Good on him.
This could be an interesting match. I mean, Caesar has some Bison experience, but the question is, does ExceedDayz have Caesar experience?
And he's got this Bison color that looks like one of those regular enemies come up when you get to a later level with all these weird colors.
Like, jeez, look at that sweep.
He's green now. That means he has more health.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like in older RPGs when they have to reuse the sprites, but they just have different colors, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, the palette swap. So ExceedDayz using the V trigger 2, V skill 1, scissor kick over that sweep. So all JCaesar was looking to that to get that activation. JCaesar trying to go for that activation again. Gets stuck with the jam. Stand jab.
Out of range.
Good awareness, escaping the Bison ball. Here. Could he get something more out of that? I don't know, but that Psycho Crusher's not gonna reach that far. Just ran out of gas. Right at the end.
Caesar with the authority.
Yeah?
I was gonna say, he had the authority to actually challenge the Psycho Crusher. Very brave thing to do.
For sure. He climbed on top of the plane's cockpit, grabbed the ejector button, and said, "Get on out of here, Goose." No one got that Top Gun.
The only thing I know is I'm just glad JCaesar's not playing like a goose himself. He's looking pretty good.
Did you see Top Gun?
Oh, it's been such a long.
It's a great.
It's really good.
We'll see what JCaesar can do here. He likes to play very lame. You know, makes it. He will make you come to him, but he's really trying to get that sweep to activation. And ExceedDayz has done a pretty damn good job of denying that sweep to activation. But
Not
it's
there.
inevitable, like Thanos. It's just gonna happen, guys. You're just gonna have to deal with the snap and half the people being out of the universe. It's just. Oh,
Jeez, okay.
Sweeping through the solar plexus.
Random if it hits. Meter Bison versus no meter JCaesar. Okay, he has one bar. What can he do with it? EX Fireball? Probably.
Exceed's got a full meter here, but he's... I don't know if I want to save it for the next round here. You got 18 seconds. Good awareness by JCaesar. Get that double dash throw, secure that life lead. Now you have to deal with that fireball pressure.
And good awareness by Caesar. Block out. Good blocks.
Blocking both of those Psycho Crushes. Playing the clock, but too little, too late. Jock, so you think he could have got a little bit more aggressive there, perhaps? Maybe he was treating a little bit too much? Because his fireball pressure was great. Now, his fireball pressure was strong, but one of the things I want to start seeing is like more of that DPing when they jump over your fireball. That's the base of what makes a great reuse, especially in the Super Turbo days.
The thing is, he's an Orlando player. We don't use uppercuts for anti-airs. Well, that's optimal stuff. Get out of here.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Unless you're CJ Truth, but yeah, we don't uppercut with D.
Yeah, the donkey kick whiffs there. JC's are missing a lot of moves that normally they would combo into it, but Spacey's not on his side.
What? Okay, that was kind of a weird interaction there.
Yeah, they both went for the sweep at the same time, it looks like. Oh,
Jeez.
got that jump in again. Yeah, and both times it caught ExceedDayz crouching when he got hit. Oh, mashing that tech. He's going to double down on missing that throw attempt. That time it saves him, gives him a little more life here. Caesar hitting them buttons. Stand jabs up to a 2-1-0 lead.
You win.
Really good knowledge there because like Psycho Crusher is plus at the farthest distance, and so good challenge by JCaesar knowing that it wasn't full screen, so it was possibly punchable, and definitely was. Jab takes it.
That was incredible. Yeah, it's going to be a 3 out of 5 set. You know, definitely one of the lamer players of tonight's bracket and everything, but I like the patience on the man. And the fireball pressure is solid.
JCaesar, an awful lot of dashes, but is working out, letting everybody know that his analog does work.
He is a PlayStation controller player. I've been Street Fighter 4. Oh, that sweep, not within range.
It's a whiff punish there.
Yeah, that Psycho Axe cutting down a tree from 2 lots away. What range? And using that frame advantage, get that low strong afterward. And he's just going to keep on Bison balling it up.
That's what Bison likes to do.
Yeah, but JC's building up that white damage, making him pay. Like collections on the student loan.
Jeez,
Oh,
no
low jab
thanks.
anti-air. That time worked. It looked like he activated something EX related before he got crush countered. quite know what JCaesar was going to do there, but ExceedDayz with a very decisive round. One away from.
I think Caesar was just a little flummoxed. Maybe one thing he could do is use that V skill when we haven't seen him try the parry it, but that's one way to stop pressure, perhaps. But of course, that's a guess in itself.
Yes, it absolutely is. And great dash to go through that fireball.
Yeah, really good stuff, you know, to be able to convert off the jab into the EX. Having the awareness and using the charge, too. Attacking by Caesar, really good stuff.
This pressure from Exceed is very strong, especially knowing when to use the low strong or the stand strong before or after Psycho Axe or the Bison Ball. It is the center of a whole universe of bullshit. Oh, tried to EX. That was crazy. See, that's a very safe option where you players like to do is they EX Fireball from the corner because it's time tested, one of your best pokes, and the Hurtbox moves backwards on it, which may cause it to win certain trades. But in this case, Exceed was able to get the reach with the Psycho Axe for the crunch count. Very decisive.
The question is, what's Caesar gonna do to adapt here? It just seems like Exceed just realized, hey, I'm gonna put you in the corner, and you're not gonna do anything about it. So Caesar's gonna have to find something, or just not go in the corner himself.
Yeah, he's been blocking for a really long time too. That white damage been building up. I don't know how significant that is per se, but I think the first step is finding a way to escape that corner or not get cornered in the first place. Because that's what we say in SoFlo. When people talk about having some corner pressure, that's some bullshit. Like, wow, that's some bullshit. And then we're like, yeah, well, get in the corner. Like,
hey,
you're in the corner. You're subject to bullshit.
I like that.
Objects in the mirror closer than they appear.
Well,
and
okay,
that's definitely true because you can get corners. Okay, sweep activation. Yeah, this V trigger 1 for you. It's gonna get super turbo up in here. They've changed it to a timer instead of exhaust, so he can throw as many fireballs as he wants as long as finish shorter.
That's actually a good change for him.
Oh, I think it's a buff. Yeah. But when you first read it, it sounded like a nerf. But I was like, oh no, that's
good block. Ooh, uppercut? Uppercut anti-air?
ExceedDayz still has that V-trigger on board.
Oh, that's hard to do. It's a true guess game. You have to come to something there when you have no light.
Oh, for sure.
Did Caesar just get the game 1 lucky, or is he flummoxed right now? Oh no, Shinmat's random slide worked.
Yeah, hard to say, but that EXDP in response, get off me. You know, we don't know. Is he going to need to reach in and do that more? Is ExceedDayz getting a little bit too... Oh, misses that dash under. He wanted to get that Tatsu to put him in the corner. Would have been a really advantageous situation.
What a buffer.
Yeah, I know. That back roundhouse into the donkey. Stylish. And there we go. Yeah, using that EX5 right into the Psycho act.
Okay.
It tends to win that. Hurtbox will move backward. Cost him the fight earlier, but this time pays off.
I think that ExceedDayz didn't take advantage of was blocking that fireball in the face. He definitely had a punish for that.
Oh yeah, that's about like you get a 5-frame punch normally, so that's at least like a stand jab.
Yeah.
Which Bison can do a lot with. Like, because that could lead to a Bison. Not a Bison ball, but it's like the Bison pom-pom.
Yeah.
Dictator spirit.
Oh, okay. Pushing jab, you know.
Yeah, there
not
are
enough for trade.
15 seconds left on the clock, too. No, but interesting jump because ExceedDayz didn't see it coming. Respond to it correctly. Worst thing you can do in Street Fighter V is proper reaction.
Oh, he just forgot about the last hit of Excel reversed.
Yeah, those things can always sneak up on you in Street Fighter V. Can ExceedDayz take a 2-1 lead with you?
Cut. Oh, has to go for the jump medium punch. Try to get the juggle in.
Will it be JCaesar using that EX Fireball again? That's going to be his go-to beater-wise.
That's what he's been using it mostly, but I mean, why not? Big punish! He's holding up. Oh, that's gonna be.
Close. Oof. That's
Bison
what,
with-
you don't want to give that to.
And
That's so.
Bison
That's
wins.
you want to do everything you can to avoid that. Brutal. Exceed takes a 2-1. Exciting
Bison
matchup.
has very good and easy crush counter conversions.
You want to avoid that crush counter at all costs. You need to avoid it. It's not a good thing.
Fight.
But what can Caesar do to possibly take this set? It's gonna be a comeback of some sorts as he's down 2-1 in the 3 out of 5.
Yeah, and the winner of this faces off against Lud going further bracket. The winner gets to, hey, I made the top 8 of Casa. Maybe get a little flex on Twitter. I would.
Damn. No, I actually got into the top 8 of Reddit once.
I
in
saw
like
that.
4,
Yeah.
in 4 attempts, but I didn't know it was supposed to be on stream, so I played it off stream. So there was my moment of glory taken away.
Oh, that's a bummer. You let Joe Monday down.
I know.
Joe's really sad. He just
Get
got
the
bumped.
juggle?
Oh no, misses it with the Psycho Axe. Wake up DP again, using it just the right time. Empty jump low, but couldn't finish the combo. Had the right read though, Jay. You gotta come stronger than that.
Gosh. Anyone's game now. He can take it with a stand fierce into something. Ryu could take it with a sweep, maybe.
What? He threw the invisible man?
It worked, but that was kind of like a weird thing. Like, oh, Bison is teleporting, dashing. I'm just gonna throw him, and it worked out for Caesar.
Man, it's like he just reached into nothingness and pulled Kevin Bacon back into the. Did you see that movie?
I'm so bad with movie references. I'm bad.
And you didn't see Hollow Man?
Oh, I
That
did
movie
not.
was great.
Wait,
He just discovered his invincibility.
Oh, that movie. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. Okay, yeah.
And he does it to kill everybody. It's great.
I haven't seen the Invisible movie as of late, but no, I've seen Hollow Man. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there it goes, that V-trigger throw.
Caesar gonna do nothing.
Yeah, can he parry that ball?
I think so, but it's kind of a risk with. I don't know.
Wow, manipulating the camera, feigning that guard break, just able to mess up his rhythm. Oh, that DP would have got the kill though. But JCaesar gets the job done with the over.
First overhead of the set, man. Are we 2-2?
Ryu wins.
We are 2-2, folks, going into a final matchup of good versus evil. Ooh, I need a water.
It's just like the win quote Bison says, like you deny the Satsui Ho Hado. This is interesting, Caesar keeping it very close, so it's anybody's game, stuff can happen, Bison stuff. You're just gonna have to work a little bit harder than Bison, in my opinion. I think a Bison wins this matchup. Who can?
On paper, yeah, I definitely think it's a matchup. And even with the Japanese, I mean, that play Shotos, I mean, you saw that in the finals of EVO 2018 with Problem X versus Tokido.
Mm.
And that was just unbelievable.
And we're Floridians, we don't know how to read, so I don't think it's this.
Yeah, you could see that a lot of the Shoto stuff that Tokido was doing, getting stomped out repeatedly by Problem X. And ExceedDayz off to a great start here. Psycho flaming his way towards the match point.
I think if Caesar recognized that the crouching fierce, that he could have got a V-trigger activation off that, a big combo out of the corner, but didn't work out, so Caesar's down in this set. Set point to ExceedDayz. Okay, reversal worked out.
He gets out of that corner there.
Oh,
But how long can he stay out of that corner? Can JCaesar fight his way out? He to dig a great neutral jump there. But still, ExceedDayz was able to find another route to get that activation anyways. It's inevitable.
So sometimes bravery is a good thing, but not in that case. Caesar focusing on the Bison plus a billion setup.
You know, Caesar spending way too much time in the corner, just waiting, trying to find an opportunity to ping, but needs to find a way to escape the corner repeatedly.
Oh, and I wonder if he could have.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could have canceled the Psycho Ball into the V skill. Trying to get a shimmy.
That shimmy is really dangerous, and so is that low profile Devil's Reverse. You could smuggle drugs with that.
Welcome.
And then that low medium closes days, advances.
Is it that the guy from Miami knows that Reverse can smuggle drugs? That's all I'm gonna say.
A Devil's Reverse that low? Of course, there's no radar. It's gonna catch it.
Really good stuff to ExceedDayz taking over JCaesar, but really good stuff. JCaesar taking some big names to earn himself into Beta Casa. So possibly we might see him again next week.
Yeah, very happy for him making it into the top 8, making it this far into the bracket as well, doing well. That was a great set too, went all the way down to the wire. Very strong from both sides for sure. But ExceedDayz advances and will face off in Lud, going up against Lud later on in the loser's bracket. In fact, that matchup is to next coming your way with OGYawn versus ZonkMuscle in the queue.
I wonder, you know, Yawn is known for playing like a bunch of characters, but I think he's gonna stay with Kolin. That's my guess. I mean, Laura, excuse me. He's gonna stay with Laura, so gonna see Laura versus some Cody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fourth
He's
match.
got a lot of technology with that. Yeah, he's got a lot of technology with that Laura. That's interesting to see that matchup. You don't see it too often. Cody against Laura, it's not too much, and I'm curious to see how that one's, especially once Cody's V-Trigger 2 gets involved. But at the same time, I mean, Laura's just a heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get in situations where you get stand jab into low counter hit into low strong, as you saw in Capcom Cup, Idom was unbelievable at getting that counter hit burn every single time. The world's best. It took him so far up in that bracket. So that's something I want to see more of. But at the same time, ZonkMuscle's been putting on an absolute clinic with getting counter hits as well, especially using that low fierce in there and just using some of Cody's pressure that gets that frame advantage, is able to keep that offense going. So here we have, but on paper about this matchup, Jocks, Bison is one of the matchups that Menat players tends to hate them.
Yeah, I think this is her. It's Menat's worst matchup. I've known it. Even when Menat was at her best,
Yeah,
he said that was her worst matchup.
Even
so
at peak Menat, in the Menat Discord, it's often mentioned that Bison a very, very tough matchup for her. But one person who didn't seem too fazed by it was Zenith, who qualified for the Capcom Cup by owning Picoro. Picoro, an amazing dictator player in South America. And on paper, I mean, it was Zenith won 3-0, I believe, got a bracket, and won like a bunch of consecutive matchups. Really flipped that match. But at the same time, on paper.
Well, despite what I thought about playing Chun a bunch of times, he's still going with Menat, so see what Lud has to offer here.
Yeah,
I mean, uphill battle.
He's been using Menat in the last week's Casa as well. Got very far in that one. Had some incredible mileage. We'll see, but so many tools, like that sweep. That sweep can create a lot of problems, especially if that ball, the orb is being sent toward a certain angle that the sweep can go through. And then not having many defensive options.
No, I think rather than like the character matchup, I think this is a player matchup because they're both from the Xanadu V area. Both repping the same logo, same dojo.
Yeah.
So this is probably a player matchup.
Yeah, the Xanadu place over in Maryland. This is a lot of very talented players. Good jump. It's got only a little bit of that V-trigger left. We got a pixel of health holding on to it.
Oh, nice conversion there off.
Yeah, needs to get that reset. That's going to go to the super that will get the round. Lud steals it beautifully.
Yeah, that was all started by like I think the slide or like it was like light kick or something. That little serious, you know, Lud got a lot done.
Round 2. Fight.
I don't think ExceedDayz is going to be perturbed, you know, in his ways. He's just going to keep doing Bison things because you know that's what beats Menat.
That absolutely is.
Ooh, the light kick check to stop the Psycho Axe.
We're going air to air against the dive kick. Don't know what Lud was going for there, but there goes that strong combo. Able to get that recall and get that pressure it starts off with. A good backdash by ExceedDayz. I want no business with that orb. You're using the Devil's Reverse to get through the recall. Again, just great set of tools and using them correctly. He's got a Phillips slot, that weird star-shaped thing that you screw in that you need like a certain drill to do, and most of the time arcade sticks require you to do that to open up consoles. And oh, what a reset! The recall able to hit, thought you were hitting buttons, so close to a stun. Somehow, ExceedDayz still escapes that situation with his sanity and presence of sound, body, and mind. Both full meters here. ExceedDayz wants to get that Psycho.
You know, I'm expecting this full screen Psycho Crusher right now.
As am I was calling for it. It's probably in everyone's horoscope.
You might say why, but it's also... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but
It's
instead,
because it's at that far range.
that's right, and we get the summation of most Street Fighter V matches. Bad anti-airing. Lud goes up 1-0.
A lot of Bison players will either say the character has good or bad anti-airs because crouching fierce is so slow, but that
And
crouching jab, good.
Yeah, his crouching jab is incredible. But I think he was going for the crouching fierce there, and it came out too slow. Yeah, it's exactly as you called it.
And that's a risk there too, because it's just the slowing. You just have to be very ready for it.
But it could also be that the crouching fierce was possibly out of range. It doesn't have that great of a horizontal reach, and also you're dealing with the fact that Menat's neutral jump roundhouse releases the orb, like in a drop kick fashion. So it could be the reach of that, we don't know. Hitboxes, buttons, frame data is not real, you know? Oh, there we go. That's going to be a stun. Well, Lud needed to reset it into a low forward there to get it. But wow. Lud jumping ahead here. Making a very quick round there. 23-second. A few taps away from getting closer. Having 2-0 lead over it.
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of what I was expecting. You know, you don't really think of the Menat charging the Bison player down, right?
Yeah, and wow, crush counter with the stand roundhouse through the Devil's Reverse, sending that move right back to hell where it belonged. Man, Menat must be very well read in the Necronomicon. See that kind of thing. That's like something you'll see out of
Plus frames.
the counter hit. Oh.
Doesn't combo from that range.
Yeah, ExceedDayz is just too strong. Able to get those hits. Lud was just going in, repeatedly getting that corner pressure. Man, showing we were talking about how this is a bad matchup. Absolutely shrugging it off.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I mean,
what's wrong? I'm losing my credibility. Chat's calling me a fraud. No. Ah.
I know. I'm feeling it. That's just. I don't know. Lud just doing the opposite of what I was expecting. Really good stuff to him.
Round 1.
Indeed, 2-0 Lud here. And then coming up your way next, we got a good one with OGYawn versus ZonkMuscle, guys. Stay tuned for that. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for tuning in. And by the way, reach out to us on the match arena. We love you guys.
Nice punish there on the V reversal. Okay. Could this be the start of confidence for ExceedDayz in this matchup? These guys have played each other a bunch of times.
Yeah, but you're going to get some big damage when you activate that stun off of a light button. ExceedDayz definitely got that. Oh, using that V skill against the orb. That's very interesting. He's able to flick back those marbles.
Plus frames. Oh, Lud doesn't care. He's just still gonna press light kick.
Oh wow, that Soul Spark was able to reach that far, creating that juggle stick. ExceedDayz is very lucky.
I think those plus frames, it's still pressing Lud, looking like a genius.
Yeah, trying to catch him with that jump back dive kick. That's some, I remember you Decapray players like to do that stuff. Oh, recall was yeah, the reflex was unsafe, but the recall made it work. Lud with the mind games, blowing up the V skill with the dive kick on the jump away. It puts Lud at match point.
Final round.
Will he send is Xanadu DMV me?
And it looks like the wings are definitely doing work for Lud tonight.
Indeed they are. Ready to spread. Great air to air, but and the sweep stays in the closet. The Swiffer just wasn't too much. Gotta clean out that thing. Wow, even if the orb doesn't reach, he's still able to absorb it with the beast. Even able to absorb the recall? Oh, that was amazing. But Lud is not above doing wake up supers. He has a 2-0 lead on match point. He's fine doing that. You better respect it. Pretty messed up. Wake up supers up to Oh, I like that dive kick attempt though. This was a no fly though. That activation could do the trick. Lud takes it. Yeah, sending ExceedDayz home. Great effort from.
So what were we saying about bad matchups and stuff?
Oh, Menat players hate this matchup.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe, but I could be wrong. If Lud wants to come out and say, "Oh, Dictator's free," I gotta respect that. He's a great player. But definitely. I know the word on the street, nuts, was out there that Dictator is not a fun. It's not fun. There's no freedom of speech. It's just bad.
Freedom of speech? What's that?
None of that.
Oh, so there you go in chat. There you see ExceedDayz saying, I have never really beaten Lud in tourney.
Oh, wow.
There you go. A little bit of matchup knowledge to take next time.
Oh, well, Lud's a tough out, man. Playing great, finding good tech. His Chun-Li got unblockables. Yeah, that unblockable setup is wicked. There's a few other ones as well.
Oh, it's kind of interesting because like there's certain players that you face, or there's certain characters you just don't like, even though technically your character wins. Like you just don't do well.
Yep.
The personal demons.
In my case, like some of my local demon characters lose in the matchup to Chun-Li. Those things just happen. But it's curious to see how this matchup will. That's pretty even between Laura and Cody.
See, I'm not too sure about it myself.
Yeah, these are, according to some Japanese tier lists, which should be taken with salt, are both bottom tier dwellers. That's right. But, Jocks,
True.
I like my Kung Fu from the $5 DVD Walmart. You're going to find some good fights in there. It's going to be cheap, but it's going to be amazing. Maybe with some poor dubbing as well. But it gets the job done. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It's the one and only Team Chris, alongside Jocks in a Box.
Thank you guys. You could be anywhere else but you're here. It's Friday night. You could be out partying, but you'd be a bad person because of Corona stuff. But thank you guys for hanging in with us.
That's right. Stay home and fight the second wave with us. We had like 15,000 new cases in the last 2 days, by the way.
Jeez. Or it could be like the other people in Florida that don't believe it exists at all.
Oh, pandemic, y'all. It's all just some conspiracy to get us to wear masks. I'm saying this because I'm actually selling some masks on eBay, so let me know if you want to buy some. I'm kidding.
I'm actually really enjoying the chat between Alpha B and ExceedDayz. Just, exchanging knowledge, helping out the community, like what you could do with your own character and all that. Good stuff to see.
Well, OGYawn using some of that Matsuda's finest corner pressure and that meaty elbow. TCB, take care of business. You want to zonk that? I'm a V reversal and send you back with the sunset wheel. And I'm going to put a card in one of the spokes on the wheels of the bike. So you're just going to feel that.
You know, it's kind of, as
Did
we
you ever
saw,
do
as we saw OGYawn V reversal, EX Zonk. It's funny because Cody players will always say, "Why are you V reversing EX Zonk?" There's no reason to.
Oh, when you respected that elbow too much, and now you're going to eat that EX sunset wheel and hold that P.
And that was a lot of damage. You know, anytime Laura stuns the opponent, that's a ton of damage on the table.
Oh, indeed. It's all those things. It's so many different the voltage. It's just an absolute shock. You got all OGYawn taking care of business. Fortunately for ZonkMuscle, it's a 3 out of 5 set, so he's got to hold on to this one. We're here in the top 6, folks. Oh, no, chasing him with the stand strong. Thought you could jump away. No, get back there.
I was just saying that's what Cody players say. Why are you V reversing EX Zonk? It's not that good to V reverse. I'm like, what?
Well, don't tell Yawn that. Oh, jumping over. After all, busting out that plumbing, I got a lot of this essential business for you. But misses the command grab, and OGYawn gonna throw them bows with the Toward Fierce. Oh, gets the overhead. He's gonna pay for that.
Oh no! It was a prime example of the strength of Cody V trigger 2, but not enough to take it over OGYawn in that round.
Yeah, just needed a pixel, but that sunset wheel is going to grab the kitchen sink. OGYawn decisively has a full meter on deck, wanting to make this a 2-0 situation there. ZonkMuscle, keeping his namesake, throwing out them zonks, but hasn't been able to get much out of him.
Anti there by Zonk.
And there's another V reversal that the chat seems to love. One thing that's noticeable is ZonkMuscle's using V Steel 2, which is a dodge attack. He tried to dodge an attack earlier, but mistimed it. You may have saw it a few seconds ago in there, but that's interesting seeing that kind of technology used.
Yeah, and even though V Steel 1 is not the greatest thing in the world, it helped fight against the cross-lips better. Punish. Is it dead? Is this dead?
Oh, it's going to be a setup, though. He's going to need a little bit more. Oh, and that EX elbow.
That's what you call matchup awareness right there.
Indeed, great heads-up play. Great reaction. I mean, on paper, that would look like a punish. OGYawn punches his ticket to a 2-0 lead. I believe faces Lud if he wins. The winner of this faces.
And it's Street Fighter V. It's Cody V Trigger 2. Anything can happen.
Oh, indeed. No, fishing for that low fierce. It's a very good low poke, especially if you confirm that.
But it's Laura. You're still gonna get command grabbed in the end.
Yeah, but Yawn dropped. Yeah, he dropped the follow-up from the medium elbow to get that mix-up, to go for that command grab. You better respect it. And that clap stays on a little bit too long to get that neutral jump extra damage. The second perfect of the set puts OGYawn at match point. Why are you zonking, man? Why are you doing that? And now he's doing another sunset wheel. OGYawn is swimming in a rip current, smelling the blood in the water. This is vicious. ZonkMuscle, no, not like this.
Like this, indeed.
It could happen. As you mentioned, the stun with the damage. Oh, but out of range with the roundhouse. Not happening. Oh, but again, too many sunset wheels, and that's going to do it for ZonkMuscle.
This time of day, sunset wheel, strong.
ZonkMuscle had an amazing run, making it really far, but OGYawn just had his days numbered with that offense there. I mean, you got to tip your hat to ZonkMuscle making it this far in the tournament. Did a hell of a job. But OGYawn is looking ahead and looking to continue making.
Really good stuff there.
Indeed. So I'm trying to see what is coming up next for y'all.
If I'm correct, don't they do winners finals now?
Yeah, we do the winners finals, losers finals. And that's what's left in the tournament for this week's cup.
this could be a pretty fun match to watch. Cammy versus Abigail. You know, you got the speedy character, quick damage here and there, and then you got Abigail, the most giant character in Street Fighter history. Harsh damage, and a few bumps, and it's a fun one to watch.
The thing about BBW Messiah is will make you pay. I mean, you can, if you make, he's the type of Abigail player that, I mean, you can master the neutral for 90 seconds. All he needs is that 5 seconds of perfection.
Oh, it looks like, I guess we're playing, files. I got confused. OGYawn up. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he came back in the lobby, peeked in, and said, "No, I'm not ready for your match yet."
Hey, guys.
Respect that, man. He is hungry player out here.
It's hungry. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Who do you think is going to take the set? Do you think it's going to be one for BBW Messiah, or do you think it's going to be for the veteran Dap Vip?
These are two of the stronger players who performed in the Casa tournaments. BB Messiah was a recent winner of one, around 2 weeks, if I recall correctly. Should I know serve? It's going to be a tough one, man. I think the tail of the tape gives BBW Messiah the edge, and I think it's a good matchup for Abigail, honestly.
He has some interesting points to fight. Of course, getting cornered by Cammy, that's where when he gets knocked down, that's when Abigail really suffers.
Yeah, DavVip has been really damn good with that corner press. He's gotten by a lot with it, and he got a lot of mileage. This is a big trucker, man, on a big road, and this is a 3 out of 5 set. I mean, I've seen some people come in very, very strong against BBW Messiah. I've seen people get consecutive jump-ins on BBW Messiah. I've seen people do the job, but in the end, it's all about how you close it out in a 3 out of 5 set. And I mean, sometimes it's just too hard to guard Shaq, and at some point when you get to game 6 or 7, he's just going to have his way and be able to dunk on you, and that's the case in some of these ended sets.
I always like to think of like personal experience with like people in your scene. There used to be a really good Abigail in the Atlanta area who just finally started showing up to offline events, but then alas, I think he disappeared from the world. His name's Tasty Blue.
He disappeared? I heard about
that. Yeah, he disappeared. I don't know where he went.
Now, notice how DavVip walks in, takes a few steps forwards to anti-air Abigail. Because you want to make sure you're directly underneath him. You don't want to get his hitbox in the way, because if he trades, he'll win that trade. And wow, yeah, was able to armor through that DP. That is very interesting. Even more interesting, DavVip is not able to get a punish on him. Oh, there he goes, that low short into that activation. Abigail punches Jock's Juggernaut head crush.
Edazon is a very big proponent of wake up crouching short into activation.
Yeah, and you can see that in that situation, it did work there. Oh, but that Vip, is that punishable?
Oh no, the Nitro crash? No.
Yeah, the non guard break one. He could have supered though.
It can be, I think, -2 at worst.
Yeah, but that Vip has the super.
No, that was. Oh, we all know that was. I think that's what he wanted. Stand medium punch buff into. Never mind. I think he wanted the stand medium punch linked into the critical art, but.
But it don't matter because I hit my low forwards in super, and when you do that, it bails you out of a lot of stuff in Street Fighter. Better work on getting that link. Oh, whiffing on that command grab.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely an accident.
Yeah, that might have been an accident because I think that was even outside of man grab before the nerf too.
Even though that super is -97, it's actually a pretty strong reversal. Catches everything and it's really fast.
Indeed, indeed. The trade-off is that you can dash up and get a full punish off to when it gets blocked. Can't DavVip escape the corner here. Got the life lead. What a jump in and a bait. BBW Messiah in the back of his mind.
Really good awareness there. That actually canceling into the heavy Abigail punch. That's normally a little bit too far, but having the awareness to cancel into at that range and it worked out.
Yeah, but that's Abigail's weakness. If he overcommits on some of those pokes, you find the opportunity to jump in. But DavVip wanted to test the armor. He stuck his finger in the dam and it just flowed all over him. It broke everywhere.
I wish I had the bravery of BBW Messiah to like commit to the Nitro run like that. That's gonna be almost stunned. I think it's a stun, guys.
Stun. Jocks, you know that's always gonna be. Oh no, kill! The damage stance, the Capcom gods is blessed. Oh, not enough.
Oh,
caught him on the way up with that low jab. What reach, what a poke. BBW Messiah goes up 1-0. I was just going to say the Capcom gods ruled in his favor to give DatVip a little bit of a lease on life, but it's a 3 out of 5 set here. BBW Messiah is up 1 and offense in all of the right places.
you know, that might have been a possible mistake because
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, what were you
Fierce
saying?
Jump Fierce does a little bit more damage than Jump Roundhouse, because if he actually committed to that stun combo Jump Roundhouse, Jump Fierce, excuse me, he actually would have killed Cammy.
Oh, indeed. Can DatVip respond here?
Oh man, I wish I had the Ganas go for the Nitro run and just go for throw like that. Like BBW side make him look very good. Jeez, no anti-air there by DatVip. Very rare. What's conversion?
I don't like anti-airing that jump from that range of that situation. I can't trust it. Wow, he called his bluff. Said, you want to guard break me, go ahead. BBW decided doesn't go all the way with it, but wake up with the armor, punches. Oh, I don't care what you are on Okazeme. Get that shit out of here.
Hey, you know, it's not the best wake-up option. It's frame 3 armor, but it works very well there from Messiah.
Good confirms from DatVip. Has BBW site in the corner earlier.
Oh, that's very punishable.
Yeah, and that's what he wants wanted to look for last few times. Trying to do the stand jab, reset the shimmy. DatVip really looking for that big damage. Oh, is able to still jump in the air after the command grab lifts. Using the sweep to the activation.
No, that's something they've never nerfed from. Oh, that's a mistake. They've never nerfed from Abigail, the sweep activation still being plus a million.
Oh, the V skill is able to work. You know, but that if I'm the Abigail, if I'm BBW side, that works. Because you just got rid of the V trigger dive kick. And as long as I get that V trigger dive kick out of the picture, I'm a happy camper. That could do it!
That's it. That's it. Yep.
Man, especially the EX one gets the wall bounce and he's gonna double tap, taking down the door. Leaving the W going up 2-0. One fight away from the grand finals. Is anyone gonna derail this?
Yeah, despite, you know, a few of these
maniacal road trip.
Despite some of these punishes looking not being optimal, Messiah looking very, very strong. Like I say, a punish is a punish, so as long as you go on, that's the good part.
Right, BBW Messiah with that heavy damage, you gotta come correct, because he will make you pay.
Oof. DatVip looking strong, though. Why do you back off?
Oh, that was a good shimmy into the throw, but that jumping strong gets that great positioning, but somehow DatVip was able to fight his way out of the corner.
Oh, nice hit confirmed.
Yeah, good blocking until he thought he could get away from that low forward. And
with the stun?
You don't want to jump backwards from Abigail. Jumping backwards on Abigail will lead to stuff like DatVip took a lot of damage. Oh, but still able to get that drug smuggling dive kick below the radar into that V-trigger DP to steal the round. What a response from DatVip. I like it. Flying under the radar.
A little bit too far from the cancel.
It confirms off the 3 lights. Gets a tick throw like clockwork, but that armor
is again
too strong. Oh, you went for the Abigail flip. That is mad punishable.
Is that the jump buns are working so great for Messiah tonight. Ooh, nice V skill. He's gonna cancel with frames. Was he gonna be close to dead because he can super? Gonna be super.
Oh, the overhead. It's that overhead, and it's not just the fact that you're crouching, but it's that the overhead goes at that range where you think it's safe to crouch. So it hits people who normally may not always be getting hit with overhead. Because you know, there's people who eat overheads like free. Like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're always good. Oh, BBW Messiah on match point, and what better way to start it off than to eat some of that crushed counter cereal?
I think at most ranges she can actually heavy uppercut it as a punish.
Oh, that's so close to a stun. Thought it was gonna come here. Oh, what a deal. That Vip needs to let that, not waiting too much for that stun gauge to go back down, but regardless, it resets. Can that Vip extend the set here? BBW Messiah looking for that grab. That grab would have killed.
It does a ton of damage. Would have killed for sure.
That would have
the front
sent BBW Messiah into Los Grandes Finales. But that Vip with the stun out of nowhere.
The evasion, good stuff by him in that series of scrambles.
You know, and with a character who has high health, like Abigail does, it says a lot when you can still close out the round with a full meter.
It does.
Yeah, Dub. Getting a new lease on his tournament life. Extending the set by another match. Another fight.
I don't think he's going to be perturbed, change from his game. He's going to keep doing the same stuff that's been working before. Like, it's a little chilly here. Cammy putting on the sweater. Weird interaction there.
Indeed. Now Def Vip could get himself in a decisive position here. He escaped certain death more times than you can count. This is more perilous than Indiana Jones in 2 times.
Okay, it's a lot.
Good veer versus through the activation. Oh, punishes that command grab. Able to get that tick throw. It looks so weird. It just looks like Cammy disappears when she throws Abigail.
I know, especially when she air throws him. Okay. Vip is getting these little victories and these little hits going on. You know, each little hit, that's a little bit of confidence, you know, to prep your game up. Well, the jumping fierce gets anti-air by the uppercut. Here's where it's scary for Abigail. Okay, good tech. I wish I had the confidence to go for Nitro Run like that.
Oh yeah, and it's taken him this far into the bracket, winner's final. But that Vip, with the come from behind victory here, getting real close. 1/3 of Messiah's health left.
Thirsty for sweep activation. Oh, not quite guard break. Okay, one more.
Oh no, the Abigail punches missed, but could not combo off the V-trigger kick. Just getting a super dap Vip, finally gets it and advances. Wow. I mean, as a player, that's got to be some of the most nerve-wracking stuff to see. Leaving multiple confirms to a super on the table, but that Vip was still able to close it out. Man, consistent perseverance.
There's been quite a few moments where, you know, this person had missed the most opportune, you know, the most optimal punish, or it didn't happen, or that scrambles for you, right? And that's about being a better player, is learning how to operate in those scrambles and maximize what you can in those scrambles.
For sure. Now Dapvip with the match, even up at 2 fights 8 pop. I'm getting too excited. It just looks crazy. Sometimes when you beat Abigail, more time. I think it appears to be. Dapvip is taking control of the neutral here, but time after time, W Messiah finding ways to bounce back and cool down the offensive, especially when they got a head full of steam and all that momentum. Dapvip is anti-airing with Pete.
So if he's gaining more confidence, okay.
Yeah, a lot of confidence. Just as you said it, going back to back on those command grabs. BBW Messiah had the lead for the majority of this set, coming off to an early start and pulling ahead, but Dapvip was able to fight back and persevere. Oh, and
jeez,
that shimmy. And Dapvip is ready to tell BBW Messiah, you better step it up because I am the king of the jungle. Will he send BBW Messiah to losers bracket? Messiah holding on to a full meter there. Mad confidence in the anti-air, but more confidence in the command grab.
You know, this is gonna be such a huge comeback for Dap if he makes this. If he makes this run, you know, to come back way down in the set.
Indeed. Oh, to quote my man Phil Swift, look at that damage. And then the command grab after.
He's gonna have to walk in a little range. Oh no, that's like the 4th time we've seen that, so there's definitely a mistake going on.
You know, it looks like an execution error to me. I'm willing to vote on that.
I think it's a mistake.
Jumping right through the Abigail flip. That neutral jump perfectly timed to get that jump in punish afterward. Not that easy to do, folks. You gotta spend some time in the lab.
Oh gosh.
No.
Are we gonna be? This is dead. This is dead.
Final round. Final round, folks. Here in the winners' final. Make some noise in the chat, folks. BBW Messiah versus Dap Vip tied 2 apiece.
Yeah, Cammy here with a severe meter advantage. So I wonder if we're gonna see that used early on.
You could see the tension. You could cut it with the knife. All the sweetness taken out like a French cheesecake. I just don't like French cheesecake.
Really good buffer there. Stand medium punch into the medium Abigail punch.
Well, you got to find every opportunity to get it. Will he whiff punish with it? You savage! Dap Vip! Saw those limbs were extended and he's just gonna cut off that arm there.
You know, those buns have very good range, but very, very slow recovery.
Oh, and the jumping forward to escape the EX Abigail run, but got overconfidence, testing the armor, going low. It's gonna come down to this, folks. V-trigger activation in the mix. Oh no.
Good damage.
Real good damage. Oh, but the standard.
I think he was oh, jeez, he was expecting.
You could jump away. Yeah, you don't want to jump back.
Holy cow! What a crouching fierce by Messiah.
Oh, 2 ill-advised jumps by Dap Vip is going to close it out. BBW Messiah says the winner's final is a no-fly zone, and I'm going to dance it in the final seconds of the final round. You gotta feel like Jordan getting beat by the Piston.
You know, in that case, like, you look at that, like, why did he go for the crouching fierce? But the crouching fierce, like, it's a pretty quick button for a fierce. It also, like, occupies a lot of, like, aerial zone and ground zone. So, like, there's no reason for him not to use it in that case.
Absolutely.
Really good choice by my Messiah, and it just worked out for him. So congrats to him as he gets into grand finals.
You know, he perseveres. He makes you pay, and he closes it out. So we're gonna head over to the losers, and I believe we may be joined by other commentators as well.
Yeah, that's my intention. Starting up the mosh pit. Maybe some other commentators will bleed in here by surprise. I'm Monkey Business. I'm player 3 joining the game. I actually will either need a room invite or a Discord stream from Dom. Pinging Dom with my voice right now, hoping to get the mosh pit started as clean as a mosh pit can be.
Yeah, you know, just you keep it clean. Just queue up, let the bodies hit the floor, and all the does itself. Is that song still relevant, or am I? I'm a boomer, right?
No, it's permanently burned into every generation's memory from being one of those early YouTube songs that YouTube would license to you.
I just remember Vince McMahon used it like for the start of everything. He had like 4 pay-per-views with that.
Yeah. Early Street Fighter 4 combo videos were definitely set on the volcano stage to let the bodies hit the floor with training mood HUD on. For sure.
Man, I don't miss those 09 days. Oh dear. Especially that early volcano before Super, where like it made everyone appear red, so everyone picked like red character colors, so they couldn't really be seen.
They're so lucky Hakan wasn't out in vanilla, because that man would be invisible.
Oh,
Mr.
dear.
Krabs looking character, you'll never see him coming.
Oh, he would definitely be higher up.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I want to give out some shouts to sponsors before we queue up OGYawn. Sorry, not OG. It's gonna be OGYawn versus Lud. Yeah, OGYawn versus Yud, and then the winner of that goes off faces Dap Vip, who came so close to getting into those grand finals, but he had to jump in a weird direction in front of an Abigail, because most Abigail matches end in massive lose to ill-advised jumping. He's just a weird character.
Abigail Crouch Fierce will definitely make you pay if you give the Abigail time to do it, and the saving grace is that it's a crouching button, so you get a little bit more time to anti-art with that button than his standing jab or forward heavy punch, which are both definitely useful as well. But Crouch Fierce also has that reward. Giant flip cancel, run, punch, V-trigger super. Yeah, that's like 4 hits before super. Combo does 500 damage on anti-air. But
All of it
it's
very
Cammy, right?
simplified.
So it's
Yeah.
the dive kick's a huge threat, so you don't want to be normal anti-airing a lot, but it will always count when you do. And even for dive kick anti-air, you do have V-skill 1 at the ready. We saw tons of uses of that from BBW Messiah as well.
You know, it's like at the peak play of like really good Abigail play. It's like learning to see whether you block where the crouching fierces hit or block, because then you cancel into different depending what's going on. That's like the highest peak of Abigail play.
You get the preemptive crouch fierce. Sometimes they try to jump away from your command grab, and your crouch fierce hits them on the way up, and you know how
That's-
to convert off of that.
Oh, I lose a lot to that.
It's a huge range, and it's easy to get clipped by it.
Yeah, very active button as well. Hits from the bottom of the screen to the top.
And
is
you can still
7 foot
cancel
long.
it to the top.
Yes, exactly. Cancel frames just as long as the active frames, maybe even longer. I think on its own, that's one of the most hit confirmable buttons in the game, especially if it hits low.
And it's like one of those buttons that has so much utility. Anti-air, hit confirm with punish. It basically does almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the fun thing you have to remember too is if the Abigail doesn't cancel on hit, it's still punishable. Enough.
It's a little slow for whiff punishing, so it could be one of those preemptive buffer and hope it hits kind of whiff punishes. You're usually in range of EX Abigail punch, and that has varying consequences. You might even cancel into V trigger 2 for huge damage off of a small hit like that. You might even cancel into V skill 2, regardless if you pick it. And then you get a
Cancel.
really yeah.
You might even cancel into the mosh
Yo.
pit.
Yeah, might even cancel me mid-sentence. That's right, we're joined by Brad, listening to Prince.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
Here we are.
Yeah, and Lud switching to Chun-Li as we saw him using Chun earlier. I love how Chun-Li has always done really well in this matchup, exception of season 2. Season 2,
hold
the
on.
matchup was not in Chun's.
Let's talk about that picture of you. You look super laid back. Onto the match.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah, you look like you're doing
Hey.
Pecan Ultra 2 over there.
Oh, damn,
Oh.
yeah.
I slip on that, I fall in the water.
Yo, that thing
I
even
get
catches
grappled.
backdash. That was a cool ultra.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and the
Not much
shimmy.
space to backdash in the corner here. Devastating situation now. Yawn getting thrown, tossed. Lud storming, looking like more of a Russian character than Laura here in round 1.
Huh.
Chun-Li could definitely be a bully in this matchup. Her buttons just cause so many problems. Stand fierce, low forward mostly.
Yeah, you
Lud's
know
using
what?
that to
Though?
hold his defense.
Definitely, Laura's not gonna win the footsie battle in this matchup.
No, absolutely not.
Just like any character though, with a crouch meeting pick, you can get lucky throwing that cancel out and really risk-free cancel it a light elbow, only -2 on block, +2 on
True.
hit, get the mix-up started. There it is
Love
right there.
it.
The crouch-
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, but he missed
Oh
the
no!
punish.
Wow.
And then he double dipped the elbows in the wrong direction, getting that punish right in his grill.
Swing on Chun walking forward like she likes to do, right? A lot of characters who have fast walk
What a
speeds
jump.
have players who always walk forward in the buttons.
Yeah, he's got that dirty reset with the stand strong.
Oh.
Now, yeah, the more jank version of that unblockable, by the way, instead of doing the standing short into Fireball, then charge up Kikokusho, some of the ones on paper was being able to do the neutral stand strong, cancel that into the Fireball. Kikokusho.
I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I don't know if Jox was, I don't know if Lud was going for that per se, but getting that air reset with the stand strong right in the face after the show is still, it's still very minimal. I mean, they
Is
gave
there-
Chun-Li a robbery feature.
Is there a reason for going for the standing light kick one over the standing strong one besides the difficulty?
There are some
I-
situations where range is a factor and
Range
only
is,
Stanley
yeah.
kick will reach.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, because you get closer to that fireball that hits you covered.
Yep, and speed too is a factor.
Yeah, so you're already drawn up in blocks, so it gets you more blocks done. You got a whole,
Makes sense. What's the
It's
score
hard-
right now, by the way?
but it's hard.
1-0.
Blood.
Okay.
It's hard to buffer a standing normal, a directionless standing normal to. So more
No.
power to you, man. Lud
Definitely.
has been tearing down the execution for Chun-Li. She's not one of the easier kids. You can make a lot of mistakes.
A lot of people like to say these Laura comebacks are easy. OGYawn, maybe gonna convince us. Oh, not
Yeah,
making
he-
it look easy gets V reversal.
He earned that command grab.
Of course.
I mean,
You're
those
never
mix,
command
that's the kind of mix-up that, like...
Oh, no super on that Fierce from Lud, maybe in the next one. Or maybe just a couple stray ones, maybe doesn't want to spend it.
Chip damage is pretty close now.
That
It's
air to
oh,
dare-
not even necessary.
That's
Yeah,
the
if you-
90-degree angle.
I've
you
never
need a
ever seen that
pixel-
move in my life.
If you need a pixel, that is your go-to. Go straight up. It even stuffs. That is considered the optimal answer to most of Vega's wall jump as well. The jumping
yeah.
short does
That makes sense.
amazing. Even against the
5'5", her legs are very long. Laura 5'9", though, gonna show you that height with stand medium kick. Maybe. Nope. Getting
Good
a
dash under.
She's wearing heels.
Oh,
Now, Lud escaped pretty well because some of the optimal thing to do to counter the instant air legs is to dash under. You get a full. So
Right.
OGYawn was wise to dash underneath that instant air legs from the stop.
Yeah, definitely preemptive on the dash, so commands huge risk. You're against a fully loaded resource character right now either way. Everything's risky. Who will hit first? Oh, it's Lud hitting first with Fierce. And we
Don't-
get this hard knockdown. Super
Against-
leads to a V skill command hop situation. A throw could kill, a strike will kill. What is it?
Damn,
Oh, it's
going
a-
too low.
Goes for the
Got
shimmy.
this super safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you
damn,
trust your
John's gonna
neutral.
get away with the fireball charge here, walking it down.
Are we gonna
be
go corner to
highest-
corner?
Oh, got the
Corner to
overhead.
corner.
Wow.
There it is. Oh, you can
Oh,
link
damn.
up this? Whoa, command
Wow.
grab off the tip.
What
So
range?
Yeah, that range is huge on Laura Light command grab because that one's 3 frames slower than her other command grabs.
Oh yeah. Didn't they what is it? It went from like 6 to like 9 or something like that.
Exactly. 9
Yeah.
frames command grab down.
Well, thank you
You
guys
can
for
match
joining
up.
us in the Casa mosh pit, by the way. I want to plug the match arena. You want more of this crazy?
I want to plug some holes into this Chun-Li that's bleeding right now. Stun is a
Ooh.
factor.
Oh,
He
good
gets the
backdash. though.
backdash?
Mm.
Backdash in the corner. Gotta love it. It MacGyver's its way out of so many situations.
Wow, let's get a lot of pressure, momentum going right here.
Yeah, he goes coast to coast, corner to corner. Now OGYawn getting close to the stun. If not, gonna make that white damage count.
All these Fierces are adding Gray Life and providing so much threat because we're so close to V-Trigger for Chun. With a crush counter, she could even build it. Oh, but it's the kill on the punish and said EX Elbow came. One of the most reliable comeback starters for Laura, but at the range of life she had, she might not have had even enough life to armor through a Fierce.
No, absolutely not. It
Yeah,
was just-
I don't think so either.
To me, I think it's kind of an interesting story so far in this set because I think history-wise, it's been OGYawn taking over Lud. Actually, from what I've heard, I think so. It's good,
Really?
interesting to see Lud taking to a lead right now.
But Lud is making Street Fighter V's neutral look good.
Yeah, and I mean, like you were talking about it a little while earlier, but I feel like Chun does have the ability to really be a bully in this matchup and be much more aggressive in the neutral with the button. Really
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yawn,
especially
like-
in this season.
Laura also never has a reversal. Obviously Super's invincible, but you never have it. You're Laura. You're throwing out EX Clap, maybe even EX Elbows for armor as we saw earlier from Yawn. So you get to rush down Laura with impunity, however you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
there he goes. Gets the jump, and that's gonna hit the round. Good response,
Oh.
Moji.
And it's
Has
kind
all
of
that meter too.
counterintuitive, right? Like you don't think about, oh, I'm gonna like. You look at Laura, you're like, I don't want her in. I don't want her mixing. It's counterintuitive to be like, so I'll rush her down and get in on my own turn. But like,
Yes.
it's a completely valid answer.
You're playing fighting games, you have to be brave, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, rushing down isn't the expected thing to do.
Right.
So,
It's not
so a lot.
using that EX bird kick as an anti-air.
That was
Good
smart.
awareness. See the
Playing
charge.
defensive, being the wall, right? It's about containment. Oh, dash under instead of an anti-air. It's really hard for, I guess, Lud was looking maybe for a bigger hit by dashing under, maybe mixing the opponent up.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
to air to air. Ooh, have to.
I think
Oh,
Lud missed
yeah.
that activation. Lud crossed under and got a stand strong in the legs. That activation would have done a good number. I mean, would not have gotten the kill or turned the tide, but we got some pixels on the board. But OGYawn is a very strong.
I think that's such an adorable win quote. I don't know why.
I didn't get to
even
read it.
see
It's a
it.
little pixelated. Sorry.
Yeah, it's super pixelated. I can't see it.
Anyone can release electricity. Rub your fingers, zap, zap, zap.
Oh yeah, static electricity.
See, that's a positive. See, that's positive.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
about
science of Laura as well. The whole Matsuda family knows how to do this.
I
houses
mean,
are all
Why did Sean fall short?
I was gonna say Sean doesn't.
Never mind. He just throws basketball.
Sean uses a basketball as a fireball.
And he DPs with 2 hands. It's sick.
Hey,
Let
that's how I learned to parry.
Playing
basketball?
Sean with basketball.
There's a bonus stage.
Oh yeah.
right.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But did you learn to guess? Looks like Yawn was falling victim there.
Ooh.
Blood learned how to guess.
Reversal.
Reframe.
EX sunset wheel.
Yeah, that's so aggressive. It's beyond swinging. Dashing with a command grab.
Oh, dashing up with it, yeah. Because that's fully projectile invincible. And then using the range of that crouch fear, such a deceptive poke that can special cancel. OGYawn is on the verge of tying this up.
Yeah, did you see the range and like how late the active frames were on that hit? Still counter hitting?
It's
Yeah.
very
I think doesn't it have like 4 active frames or something like that now?
You could almost cover both wake ups with that, I think. That's so good, if that's the case. Laura has other ways to do that though. Installing Thunderclap. Got interrupted that time trying to do it on block. Blood's defense is very active, making productive, aggressive solutions even defensively. We saw after some knockdowns where Laura is only +1, Blood woke up with 3-frame crouch light kick and converted it into EX legs every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if she goes for throw, you can challenge with your 3-frame no problem.
Definitely.
It's a great confirm. Some people like to do the higher level ones like low, short, jab, or stand jab. Punish that overhead.
Wow.
Yeah, he missed that punish
Wow.
early. Yeah, I mean, that was the optimal one that he was looking for, getting that stand strong into that V skill. That's a new thing that they added this. And it's really looking like the optimal combo.
Yeah, I think Yawn, knowing how big the comeback was ahead, wanted to get the reset situation after the overhead, which is super valuable for Laura.
You know what he went for though? He did jab into the elbow, right? Leaves him in a +2 situation. So usually they go for command grab afterwards, right? Or throw.
Yeah.
And so I guess he was trying to anticipate on Lud backdashing.
Ooh.
Well,
So
we
he
have a
goes-
tie,
so he-
folks.
So he
It's
went for the overhead
2-2.
for the
What a
counter.
response by Yawn.
Yeah, I see. You know, that was an attempt at a light kick anti-air Season 1 style, but that button only has hitbox really far out now. If you're trying to beat a cross-up, we saw it demonstrated earlier when Lud was doing jump light kick, the 90-degree angle. Maybe you could do back heavy kick with Chun, though. That one's definitely good against cross.
Yeah, back heavy kick is definitely straight up, but like that standing short, still a very good anti-air. I mean, it was doing extra credit before though.
Yeah, for sure. Stand medium kick represented. Kind of a rare button from Chun.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I don't usually see that button used very much, but I mean, it does have uses. It does raise her hurtbox up, so a lot of low attacks would go underneath it.
And Laura's favorite cancelable button is crouch medium kick.
Exactly.
She likes her fiercest too, but crouch medium kick is what makes the grappler good. They can't walk away from you if you do crouch medium kick.
Oh, definitely.
Keep them in that grab range. Keep them in range of your EX grab, which goes so far too. You've seen that used plenty by Yawn.
And her down forward is really good because she has a safe special move that she can cancel into.
Ooh, air-to-air EX. We
The
about
most
that.
damaging anti-air she can get. That might have killed lower health characters.
You know, it reminds me of Rufus's Snake Strikes in Vanilla Street Fighter 4.
Oh, yeah.
And what a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Standing
like a
around us, right?
situational anti-air. Hey!
A lot of heavy buttons can reach through and trade through Thunderclap.
Yep.
Really important to know. Its sweeps are really good against that move too. And Chun has an amazing sweep. Fast
Some
counter
characters-
ability.
Some characters get combos off the trade too. Like for instance, Sagat. If you trade with Standing Fierce, you get Kara Jab DP.
That's so cool.
It's so it's like I think you're plus 13, right? But if you trade with Standing Roundhouse, you're plus 14, and you can do Standing Roundhouse trade, high EX Tiger Shot, Kara EX DP. Or...
So, when that happens in a match, call me.
I've done it in a match. I've done it.
Blood is on match point. This time got the crush counter, so that's going to put a V trigger on the table. He's going to activate and get that extra. Yep. Oh, caught him jumping.
Yeah,
he released it early.
Right now.
Wow.
Because he was going for the guard break. I mean, Jox is my
was-
witness. In the earlier matches, Chun
Yep.
was going for the guard break. You respect it too much, he's going to release it a little bit early. You're
That
going to step
was-
off the gas, and you get flat.
I know that was an unfortunate decision that he took the hit on the guard break, because most characters with guard breaks, except for Abigail, obviously, right, can't really do that much damage.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to die from the combo. So
Yeah,
by him
it's the
jumping,
most-
he actually killed himself.
Where the game normally advises you to take the throw to take less damage, in the guard break circumstances, take the guard break, you know?
Take the guard break.
And we didn't learn to take the guard break for a
Yeah.
while. Like, I remember it was
I know.
like, for me, it was actually like later in season 3, after a whole year of getting hit with that shit, and it was like, it was the cross counter TV with Tyrant and Pax.
Mm.
Yeah, and they were the ones saying, take the guard break. Just take the break. It's no damage. Just
I
take
still
it.
take the guard break.
I mean, some people still don't take the throw too. Like it's hard to get people to just take anything. Nobody enjoys
real.
their decision being,
Yeah.
you know, quote unquote made for them.
Yeah, but I
People
just,
don't wanna
I
sit
mean,
here-
I
they
just
sit
tell
there and
people
it's
like,
is it like it's the solved thing, right? Like this is the worst thing that happens if you deal with this option, and that is objectively the best case scenario for you. So just let it happen. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't like that. No, I want to engage. I want to make the decision. Like, all right, die then. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
it
I
messes
mean-
with your head a lot. I mean, no doubt. But I just want to say, like, I've once taken 3 consecutive Abigail guard break to punches in a row, and it does like no damage. And the person just used EX punches, wasted all his meter, and I felt great.
See,
Like it's not real. It's
Yeah,
a
but-
Abigail's guard break pandemic.
listen, that Abigail V Trigger 2 will now air reset you off the X punches in the corner into a 50-50 to death, off of a guard break, by the way. Like,
Mhm.
Never heard someone say they got hit by an 8-foot tall guy and say, "I felt great."
yeah. What you should try is command grabbing him as he runs at you with full charge. That's the
Damn,
coolest
two-
feeling in the world.
Back-to-back crush counter, stand jab into SBK. And one thing that's really cool about this matchup is Chun-Li's back fierce does deceptively well against some of Cammy's dive kicks and pokes. But Lud's hit confirm game is just, get that damage.
Oh, I was wondering what you were talking about. It wasn't on my screen yet. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
The mosh
so-
pit has returned. We're back. 1 round late, but we made it. Oh, just in time for the crush counter conversion. Oh, and the stand light punch. That's stylish. That's fancy. Does a little bit more damage.
Yeah, because they made it so that the changes, because one of Chun-Li's go-to combos was low short, low jab, low short to EX legs. They nerfed that to make that combo. That's one of the few nerfs she got this. So the thing you have to do is low short to stand jab is the thing that works, whether the opponent is crouching or standing.
Mm.
So, but originally that combo from 2, 3, 4 was what worked against whether the opponent was standing or crouching. Now it only works on crouching.
You know what's unnerfable is Cammy players will to dive kick themselves into the corner with V-Trigger. I feel like Lud is in a great situation now, only needs 1 more spray conversion, and you can safely buffer into EX legs. But Lud's still hit confirming, as you can see, and
Nice
punishing
punish.
with that heavy legs too.
Yeah, Lud is an absolute black belt with that low forward.
-8, I believe. Be triggered.
Yep. Yeah, it's -8 because Mika punishes with Fierce. That's my point of reference.
Our fierce is 8.
Yeah, you need something
know
to
who-
reach.
You know
I'm
whose
sorry, no,
fierce
it's,
is not 8?
It's 7
Cammy's
for
fierce is not
actually.
8.
Yeah, Cammy's Fierce is 6. It's that
4K.
never gets old.
4K.
So we're going back in the lobby. Will Dap Vip be looking to make a switch?
I actually lied, by the way. Mika's Fierce is definitely 7. I don't know what happened to me. Have I not
I
played
mean-
recently enough?
Spoke falsehoods is what happened. For once, I am not the liar.
Yeah.
Untruer.
So I'm now in the middle of the mosh pit, and you all are not letting me out. That's what's gonna happen. I deserve this.
You can get out of the mosh pit when I see your badass karate kick. Or is that too deep
Oh.
of like a mosh pit hardcore dance?
I'm gonna
reference
have to keep
here, though?
practicing.
Pick up those pennies.
Yeah, that might be too deep, actually. You're very cultured, though. I'm proud. I've only been in one, and it was in the year of 2019.
Oh, who was the band? Let me-
The Distillers, actually. It was real. People follow that band around.
So Dap Vip is making the switch to the Scott Summers outfit.
Ooh, okay. I've never actually thought about it like that, but you're completely right.
Yeah. It just looks like that. I just watched the X-Men cartoon. I want to say season 1 Scott, he's okay. Season 3 Scott, he's an abomination. He's bottom tier.
Yo, the 90s X-Men cartoon gave so many people the wrong idea of who Scott Summers is. Like, in the comic books, he's a full-on, like, terrorist. Like,
I
well,
know.
guess I'm blowing up the world then, if that's what it takes from you. Screw
And
you, people.
I agree with him,
In the
but
90s cartoon, he's like
he's a
vanilla
simp.
ice cream that's been left out to, like...
It's a simp. So
Oh,
bad.
familiar is the feeling of terror when you get a DP blocked just by accident. Lud took advantage, got the punish, worked back to mid-screen.
Yeah,
DP's
Death
putting in
still
work.
has that life lead.
Ooh, nice anti-air.
You get the flops combo. That's me.
A lot of Cammy players just take out crouch medium kick, not even really intending to confirm it. It's just a great low poke, and it keeps people still as soon as they're hit by it. They're kind of shook, they crouch. I don't know if that one would be confirmed, but it didn't need to be, you know? It was a counter hit. Anything would kill.
I mean, not every character, like, not every character even has cancel performance. You don't
But
have to
Devip
use
in
it.
earlier matches, Devip in
Yeah.
earlier matches did a very good job of confirming up the low forward. But Lud has been running an absolute clinic.
Oh, the range on the
nice
Kikoken
conversion.
conversion. Yeah.
That's interesting how that V reversal happened after Lud did the forward dash. And that's what propelled Devip outside of the corner. to 4%.
Playing a dangerous game, both narrowly whiffing, almost whiff punishing each other.
Great. You love
Yeah,
to see it, but that one was not a good anti.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had an exemplary DP and then an unfortunate misuse of back medium punch.
Well,
And
you
then
know,
a-
it's
and
part
then
of
that
it's
was
part of
just-
the nerfs you received because they removed the hitbox from the back.
Exactly. That's the most unfortunate part for Dapip. But Dapip still turning on the corner situation now. Great conversion off the stand medium kick VT. To the corner we go. And Dapip's DPs are even better when the opponent's cornered. Always sniffing out the jump back. Didn't get a super. Got the super on the dive kick conversion instead.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say he missed the low fierce, but
Yeah, he missed the low fierce, and the cancel win on that is huge.
Yeah,
But fortunately for him, he picked up the kill anyways.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have already kind of absorbed the fact that after that knockdown situation from throw from Cammy, down fierce is the most common meaty, so maybe the assumption is that it would get blocked and then you dive kick after to try and get a steal and kill. But it works on hit or block if your plan is to dive kick after. Unless, of course, the opponent punishes your down fierce. I think Chun might be able to do that. It depends on how meaty it is, though.
yeah, cross under into the medium SBK. Couldn't get anything out of the counter hits. Strong.
What is your down fierce on block?
Down fierce. Who's Chun's?
Cammy.
Oh,
Cammy.
Cammy's? I think that's -3. Or is it plus?
No,
That's minus 3 or
it's
4.
-3, yeah, 4, yeah.
You
Okay.
can definitely crouch like kick punish with Chun.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has to be like within like a certain, because there's certain ranges where if she like fully extends her arm, her Chun's low short will lift.
Yeah, right.
It's
where
gonna be a big
practically-
punish.
Mhm. We're talking so intensely about punishes. Walk in, walk out, bro.
Yeah, Lud's gonna activate that because he just needs one Kikosho to hit and ball.
Was that a raw activate when Cammy had meter to go through the projectile?
That's
from
what
Kikoken?
I was thinking too. I'm like, what if he did EX spiral arrow right now?
Yeah, Kikoken's definitely a projectile. I mean, Kikosho.
Yeah, it's
Actually-
a projectile.
Actually, you know what though? He probably couldn't go through it because V-trigger cannon drill, the projectile invincibility doesn't start up immediately.
I
was gonna
see.
say,
You don't have EX moves. Yeah, that's the thing with
Yeah,
V-trigger.
you don't have EX moves. Yeah.
Oh, see, there's the use of the EX move. Dapip definitely knows. We're all telepathically connected. Connecting with the dive kick conversion. Almost got the corner. That's for the
Connecting
wake-up
like that
conversion.
spinning bird kick.
Love
Yeah,
that
yeah.
punish. Stand
No,
strong to
connecting
V
like that
skill.
spiral arrow did not.
Yeah. Connected on block. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
so-
Blood didn't cancel there.
So V skill 1 got some buffs by being able to combo easier from being canceled into. So that's why it allows for that stand strong and finish good.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean they just gave her buffs on the V skill 1
damn.
because her V skill 2 doesn't exist.
Yeah, Dapip must be feeling so great, having to just the ability to just jump at the opponent and get a hit. I think Lud was standing, maybe trying to jump away at the last second or something, because that was not even a
Possibly.
counter hit, and Lud was standing. So I don't know what happened.
And like Chun's
Yeah.
standing short anti-air is so good. The fact that he's trying to deal with, regular jump in for dive kick, making it so different.
Yeah, that's the eternal problem. You know, you just get falsely conditioned.
That's why
Regular
dive
jumping
kicks are
kick-
good.
Yeah.
Even if they're negative, like even if they're like negative and your turn is over on block, you know, like all right, well you're still scared of it.
We all know that people get more upset at Mika's dive bomb than they do at the command grab looping into itself. And her dive bomb's punishable as a dive kick, technically. Still amazing cool. Oh, the whiff punish from crouch medium kick though?
Yeah,
the most
that
amazing
whiff punish
tool.
was sick.
Yeah.
And you know, not every Chun-Li player, Chun-Li player knows how to use. Like
Look
knows
out
how
for
to
fierce. Look out for fierce super. Crouch medium kick supers on the table for Cammy. Could even maybe hit a kick Hoken as a reaction.
We saw crazy whiff punishes from DatPip against BBW Messiah too earlier, but no, it's not gonna matter. Go
and that's precisely why. That is precisely why. Lud told me to use the V trigger too when it first came, because in his exact words, it puts Chun-Li in a position where one poke can take him. And that's just what becomes so lethal.
Could you remind me of the score in the set right now?
It is 2-1 Blood, according to Dream.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Losers finals, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So the winner plays Rasan, yeah?
The winner plays BBW Messiah.
You know, if I was Messiah, I'd actually be rooting for DatPip to win because that's a matchup I'd like to face more as Abigail rather than Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li is, I think probably Abigail's worst matchup.
Yeah, that's a fact actually.
Is it?
As an Abigail player. Yep.
Yeah. Especially V Trigger 1. Chun-Li's V Trigger 1, it could break up.
Armor.
Yeah, it smothers armor, so Abigail can't run.
He can't run, and he can't get away with any kind of wake up. I mean, Abigail's even used wake up EX punch on wake up. Wake up's good. Oh, waking up into a kick Hoken. That was the ST finish. Meaty fireball.
I think he tried to do V trigger spiral arrow there.
And that was the exact situation we talked about, where the V trigger invincibility doesn't kick in as fast as EX.
Yeah, like I think it's either like frame 3 or frame 4 or something like that. It's
didn't
not.
They nerf the trigger activation like in Raw this season?
Raw activation
probably would have played.
No,
yeah,
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been a fact. Yeah, because they had certain frames where people could like get punished.
Something about the invincibility on activation was nerfed.
Oh yeah, some characters have a frame 1 invincibility, like Bison does.
And there we go. Oh, but the spacing was not there. Cammy was able to escape.
Yeah. Actually, she can. Oh, actually, no, that was not escapable for her because.
Oh damn.
He kind of messed up. Because I was gonna say.
Here. Walk up throws here after a dash. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, is that gonna be the?
Wow. I was gonna say, I just noticed that she was in V trigger. If she wasn't in V trigger, she could the EX spiral arrow and got out of the unblockable.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen that unblockable setup with standing light into fireball into the V trigger miss though.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Fortunate.
I mean, because it looked like the spacing was just off. Like Cammy, DatPip was just out of position for it. But there goes that crush gun off. Oh, but he dashes up and can't. Yeah, that's risky.
Like just a small drop there from Lud, and it's costing big. It's not small anymore.
But it's really hard to get a dash up after that toward roundhouse.
That was hooligan dive kick, so the frame data is always questionable. Hooligan dive kick a little bit better than any regular dive kick.
Yeah, I mean, if it hits like the way it did, it was definitely plus.
That's gonna be a super for the kill.
For sure. Keep it simple.
Yeah. I don't know if the
bonus damage. Yeah, she's a goner. 925 life Cammy is not protected. No one's protected from Lud's footsies. Neutral. The prevail of neutral. No dive kick needed. Just kick Hoken and a dream and a great player at the helm. Lud takes a 3-1 over DatPip, who had, I think, 2 strong performances in a row in Casa. Very good to see DatPip on the come up, representing Cammy, who's actually kind of rare now.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just that I've talked about this a couple of times. I feel like her strengths, like her great pokes, her great ground control, like get that in Karen, but I think like Karen is a little bit more well-rounded, maybe. Like it's just like
by that you mean she dumps out damage like a truck for any amount of minutes.
Yes. Yeah. I think what it is that makes Cammy good, like Cammy's really good, but like you basically you can give up having an additional air approach and have a more sort of well-rounded character.
Yeah,
But
you're
only
a bit more
just.
aggressive if you pick Cammy because you want that forward walk speed. Karen's
To
walk
be
speed
honest
is
with
actually
you,
not very good.
when
Cammy's
I think about Cammy is that she's always kind of putting herself in danger. You know, doesn't have projectiles. You have to dive kick in. You know, every time you dive kick, you have to be like, you know, I hope they don't anti-air me, right?
Yeah. Or
When I'm going
I hope
up,
I don't miss.
I hope I don't miss. Oh, I
Yeah.
misplaced it. Now I'm gonna lose half life. Ooh, joy, right? And
Yeah.
then she has low health, but her game is very linear.
It's walking forward in a
Yeah.
right line, straight line, 180-degree angle, and then
Yeah, like-
occasionally dive kicking.
Exactly. Her game plan doesn't really change. It's more like if her game plan doesn't work, you do it harder,
Yeah, yeah. Right.
or you do it not at all. That's her only choices, right? So basically, if you go to Karen spits out damage. Karen has
The most
comparable walk
rewarding-
speed,
Some of the most
comparable walk
rewarding
speed.
normals in by
Exactly.
far.
And then Karen has way different conversions, you know, like so on, you know, execution level, she's much more fun.
Or
Like,
she's
and
too
then
hard, and I'm playing
and then
Cammy instead.
exactly.
That
Yeah, I
too.
mean, Cammy is basically kind of dumbed down Karen.
You mean like in terms of ability to convert and like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
still
ability,
has
ability to
major
convert
medium
and
kick.
ability to basically she kind of has Karen's strengths, but she doesn't have all her strengths. She doesn't have the easy conversions off a low forward because she can't hit confirm low forward as well as Karen, right?
Yeah,
She doesn't have the
one
damage
frame
output
harder,
that Karen
and it doesn't
does.
have the damage either.
Yeah,
even
so
while
Lud
being
is
frame harder.
Lud is choosing Menat here with the element get up.
We were talking about Abigail bad matches. Chun is up there. Menat's also up there, and this
Menat
is
is
fifth
up-
element Menat. This is such a
Yeah,
cool
Mila
color.
Jovovich, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's not as bad a matchup as you think as it used to be.
Here's the demonstration, right? We're in the corner. Everything's changed. How is Menat going to get out
And
of here?
now it's a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Good job.
By holding up back.
Yes. Holding up back, but still kind of trapped there. The situation goes on, but not having a life lead. Abigail having so much life, he can afford to take so many pokes on his way in. Oh my god, meaty explosion reverses the positioning. What a great outcome.
Using
Talking
that
about
armor.
reversing the position right now.
Yeah, V-trigger Abigail, pursuing OP, baiting the super, and punishing right on cue.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gotta
I
be a
mean,
bummer.
Jock's-
You
Jock's
lose the
alluded to
round.
it. Jock's alluded to it, but like the strength of Menat is that she's so aggressive with the orb, but in the range where Menat wants to hit that poke, it's just one hit. Like she can only put out one hit. Abigail can just kind of run through it. So like the mind game there in that mid range is like he has the answer to the orb. Exhibit A.
Yeah, he
Here's
did
a-
not care that he got shot in the back by that recall.
One
Just
thing,
didn't even stutter.
one thing that propels the Menat matchup to be harder for Abigail is actually V-skill 2. The rushdown you can inflict on him off the plus turns you create with that situation. I mean, the man's big and slow. He's an easy target for V-skill 2 rushdown. He's basically
Blocked.
and I don't see if Lud picked it here.
No, Lud is running V skill.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work harder than that to open up Messiah. He's a Marvel 2 player.
Abigail wins.
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
As a Marvel 2 player, he just knows, hold up. They want to overhead you. It's cheap. Hold up.
Mhm.
I mean, hold back, not up.
No, a really good
But
example.
you know that's true, that it's better to wake up not just wake up, but it's better to stand guard than low guard.
There's
They-
a
they
chance
were-
also
they've
that
been
if you
saying that.
block it, they're not ready to convert on block in the same way that they convert on hit. And she can
Yeah.
still be plus, but it takes a different orbs action, and it's hard to kind of respond to that quickly.
Plus, Abigail is really tall, so I'm sure that affects how plus she is.
Oh yeah, I hadn't considered that, but I mean, that just always happens, right?
Like I'll give you an example. Like Sagat today. Well, I didn't find out about it today, but when I was streaming today. You know when Honda does his butt stomps, right? So now, if it crosses
yeah.
up, it becomes -4, right? But Sagat is so tall, so if he blocks it early, it becomes -5.
And with -5, Abigail can stand light punch punish.
Exactly.
That's
So-
actually good.
So I'm guessing like when the orbs make him block earlier, it's probably not nearly as plus as you think it is.
Maybe
you
you can
know,
alter the orb choice, but I mean, who's labbed that hard, right? We're
Yeah,
getting
like-
to new ground here with this thought.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
when I think of that matchup, Menat versus Abigail, I always think of ExceedDayz versus Justin Wong when Izan was down 2-0 and he And it back 3 games in Capcom Cup.
We are seeing the switch back to the Chun, which I think makes sense.
Yeah, that was an incredible run by Itabashi. Yeah, the switch to Chun works. I'm a big fan of this matchup.
I mean, definitely. Like, you know what it is though, because against Menat, he was able to abuse Giant Flip, which ends up being plus on block. Because Menat just doesn't have very fast anti-airs.
Yeah,
Man,
plus on block, and if Franklin hits, Abigail gets to dash forward and gain so much space, and he's still plus.
Exactly. So, and then like, also, he wasn't using it very much, but EX Giant Flip is projectile inventory.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah, one thing that really tears Abigail apart in this matchup is the use of EX legs in 5-frame. And when you can get an activation off of those legs, it can do as much damage as super, and it can be even punish those neutral. There's a lot of utility.
Well, that
Lots
was a
of
really
utility.
that hitbox was really fortunate.
Yeah, if Abigail did the jump in a little earlier, I think Lud might be dead already. With this conversion, you're dead too.
Yeah.
BBW Messiah just
And then,
perseveres.
even if she survived, the down leg kick at the end.
Down leg kick would kill, or it would lead to the most fun mix-up in the game.
Yeah,
Air reset.
The last time BBW Messiah won Casa, we saw it. It was just even when the players play the right way, do optimal things, still find.
Yeah. When Problem X talks about Abigail, he talks about risk reward and understanding it, abusing it.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
character-
reward.
The character is all about risk versus reward.
Yeah, it's like winning the lottery on a stretch through.
Ooh.
Damn, was
What's
that
up?
a low strong as a trip guard?
It was.
As-
It hit
it
super
anti-airs.
meaty too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I don't know if she'll ever be able to combo off it.
I wonder it. I think that's the deepest I've ever seen it hit.
She could probably be +1 or something on hit, and then maybe go for a throw or a 3-frame.
That's actually
but-
one of the best anti-air options to do against Abigail.
Lud didn't even take the chance though. He was out.
Chun-Li doesn't. Chun-Li kind
Oh.
of struggles anti-airing against Abigail, but
Oh, okay. The Oki here is amazing. He can dashboard
Yes,
into
it is.
factors or command grab. Pick your guess. Time to guess.
no mix
Oh,
up, mix
there's
up.
nothing. Shimmy. Maybe
Yeah.
baiting a bird.
He needs that V trigger too to make it safe. Ooh, yes.
Make
Will
it
anti-air
guess
with that
no guess.
jank ass hitbox of the EX fireball. Chun-Li's
you
EX
see-
fireball is underrated.
Did you see the fingernail almost make contact with Chun's face there on that
Yeah,
jump
man.
yeah.
That was almost it.
Yeah.
That was almost 2-0.
Yeah, and that Abigail jump fierce actually has like some weird properties. Like, it works out really well.
Yeah, I don't think he has like a hurt box where his legs are.
Exactly.
Perfectly timed jumping forward to avoid all of Abigail.
Jeez.
That time got.
And there's the party starter.
Yeah, it was
Grab
supposed to be a
it.
party starter, but I think BBW went for a command grab because you can't actually frame trap in the command grab off that knockdown. It's too slow, 6 frames.
Oh.
Woke up at 3 frames.
The damage.
All Lud needs is just a little more than EX left. Oh, but good. Oh,
Grab
that's
it
gonna
is
be a stun.
working.
Oh, kill.
He's dead.
Damn!
Just
Forget
because they
about
nerf that range doesn't.
Doesn't
You wanna
mean
get
that
hit with
you doesn't mean you still can't get scooped.
How
Nerf the range.
thankful-
Oh, that's fine. I'll just get closer.
How
The range,
thankful
the range
am
is actually pretty garbage.
It is
Yeah,
still a gotta have it. It is still a gotta have it. Bullet cold.
It definitely got nerfed considerably, the range. But as you can see there,
Yeah, on his run grab, Oki, it doesn't matter because he's dashing to point blank every time.
Yeah, that is, by the way, excellent anti-air against Abigail by Lud there. The low strong, that slide meets Abigail right on landing. Because you just don't want to trade with that drop kick. You don't want to get a jumping roundhouse, stuff your back roundhouse, or to go through the stand short.
I mean, there's always a chance of you just straight up losing to it. So I understand.
Exactly.
I understand down strong as being the best option. The safest option.
And when you lose to it, listen, when you lose to it,
You really lose to it.
You lose. That shit will ruin your entire weekend.
2 hitting but unsuccessful V skills in a row for BBW. He finally has V trigger. This is
Yeah.
the V system tool you're excited about.
He has to go for this.
Abigail's so wide. No Cammy privilege. No link there
Great
though.
block.
Oh,
Oh,
super!
wait.
Is that gonna work? Oh.
Oh.
Not this time.
I was gonna hit.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'm
Could he
Go
have EX giant flipped through the unblockable?
Because
I think
EX
so.
Giant Flip actually is frame 1 projectile mids.
But I mean,
if you fall back into it, you run out of invincibility frames. I think.
yeah,
And
I mean,
Picosho's very
the move
active.
is, yeah, it's pretty active. So I'm wondering.
Oh, that's pure luck. That's pure luck.
Yeah, he jumped back.
Nah,
Your
that's
instinct
psychic.
always wants to jump back.
I might have to
isn't it
lab
great,
that.
though?
I
Yeah,
might
Abigail
have to
can
hit that.
sometimes hit you jumping with his legs, sometimes doesn't. It's really just like a skill shot, you know? Throw the legs up there, see if you can hit him.
Just use 2 V reversals. Doesn't want to take any more of this press.
Well, I wish
Yeah.
I had the confidence as BBW Messiah, as the Abigail player, to just do the nitro runs like he does.
This will not kill. This
Yeah,
will
certainly
kill.
not. You can get dash in on though. Abigail is very weak to throw. OP throw will kill. Any
Yeah,
hit will
that safe
kill.
jump's not going to work against that V skill.
Oh!
Oh, he didn't
Oh,
cancel
wow.
to anything.
Yeah, if he would have canceled that to Abigail, canceled that to legs.
Yes, if we saw EX Giant Flip off of 2 of those anti-air V skills, both rounds would probably have been over.
Yeah, especially there.
Definitely on that one.
That was
It's an
definitely- that was
amazing
definitely
juggle. Because you do EX Giant Flip into EX Abby Punch. I mean, if you have VT, it's no question that you make. But you can even do forward Heavy Punch into Light Giant Flip and get a meterless or only 1-bar kill. So good.
Position here for Lud. This is the beginning of the comeback, right? Like, that's the question.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
no,
the
never mind,
comeback
never mind,
for
never mind.
BBW.
it is the beginning of the comeback.
Especially with that command grab connecting, we're approaching a 1 conversion stun situation. Heavy command
Oh,
grab stuns.
jeez.
Oh, yes, it does!
That's
I
gonna
knew it
kill.
would. Abigail said, "Crush you like a can," and then crushed that life bar.
Ugh.
Yo, OGYawn trying for the Long
Skills.
Island Spirit Bomb in the chat.
Skills.
Yo, I mean, the skill to listen to me as I speak and tell you that heavy command grab will stun.
Gravity works here.
Yes. Fang in the control room has not turned off the gravity in this isolation chamber. Shout out to story mode. Shout out to Alex.
Oh no, should have used down strong.
Oh, you don't want to throw a fireball in that situation.
Oh, that's rough.
In the corner, he can get command grab
X-Punch
range.
stun?
Oh no, but
Now
then
he
he,
has to go for
Tried
the
command
game.
grab. Did you
he
see
wanted
the
the
try?
EX.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lud wanted the EX legs. It didn't happen.
Oh.
He went low
What
short, low
conversion?
short.
Crouch medium punch the first time you see it, the whole set, it's for the conversion that wins it for BBW Messiah.
Was that 3?
That was
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
Against Chun, 1 against Menat.
Unbelievable.
Congrats
Yeah.
to BBW Messiah, proving
Damn.
to be a Messiah of something. Maybe Street Fighter 5, maybe BBWs, I don't know.
And he just continues to test the
Working a list of-
composure of everybody and just seeing, you could just see Lud panic a little bit in that situation and go the right way. He just
you know who he
perseveres.
practices with,
Congrats
right?
to BBW Messiah. Who did you next?
Yipes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, hey man. Shout outs to the Marvel 2 God, man.
Yo, so that's.
I know
BBW
Yipes, man. He
Messiah's-
beat me in NBA Jams. Hold
I
on.
mean,
That's Messiah's second time winning Casa.